trying to think what it was. Oh, so they got like a recurring villain that's part of kind of. She's sort of like or he is sort of like an enemy of Amber's character.
Yeah.
And he's a priest, and he leads this group of like anti-LGBT people.
Huh.
They like protest outside of the nightclub that Amber works at because her character is a drag queen. Anyway,
Okay.
so they've had run-ins with him a few times, but they had to go like rescue this chick because some of his followers like kidnapped her, and they had this big like gunfight because all the people were acting really weird, and they walked in on them performing some weird ass ritual or something, and then it turns out the big reveal is that the priest he's actually a vampire, and that's where we ended on.
Whoa. The guy in the vampire campaign's a vampire? Ain't no way, dog.
Yeah. I asked them, and they said they didn't know that he was going to be a vampire. So I felt very accomplished.
What, you guys didn't know that the Sahuagin was Hitler? That's weird. I kind of made a lot of sense. I named him Tyler.
I didn't know that. Maybe if you had told us that he had like a mustache or something, I would have picked up.
Bro, I was like, y'all smell burning flesh. Uh huh. All right, I'm just gonna keep going past this.
I guess I just don't care about.
I think he even said something about making his race pure by killing his enemies or something. I was like, I'm gonna make this kind of obvious. Anyway, where were we at? You had just got through the library, found out that what that construct thing kind of was. You didn't want to find out his name. You didn't want to talk to the guy, you said. And you were on your way. You had like 20 minutes or so to get to the entrance to meet your friends who had thought you said meet them there for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Well, we're gonna have words when I get there.
Oh yeah, you can have some words. I'm sure they'll do really well.
Yeah.
You did just see the construct thing too, so you do know it's following you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to bring that up, but that's up to you.
We'll see.
So let's see. So you leave the library, assume, and you start heading up toward the place that was described. You go up these old, decrepit stairs. They've made of stone because, of course, everything is down there. And you walk up, and right when you reach over the last step, you see your friends just standing there talking. There's also some older drow, probably like middle-aged, just kind of sitting there with like a little pocket watch he's looking at, as if he's waiting for the time.
Mm-hmm.
And in front of them is what appears to be almost like a grate, like a metal door, like to a jail cell, but it's like below them on the ground. And it's like as if they're going to open it and it's going to open outward, like a basement hatch or something. So they're just still chilling there talking if you want to walk up.
So you said, wait, okay. This is me walking up?
Yes, you are walking up. Your two compatriots are sitting up there talking,
okay,
and there's a middle-aged man sitting there.
Okay, good. Awesome. I will walk up to them. Where the fuck have you guys been?
Where have you been? You were almost not going to get to participate.
Yeah, I thought you said meet us here.
I told you to come get me in an hour.
I don't think so.
I don't remember that.
I told both of you that.
I just don't remember you saying that. That doesn't sound like something you would say.
That sounds exactly like something I would say, actually.
No, you would have been like, leave me at the library. I'll die here. There's books or something like
you
that.
Didn't die, so clearly you're fine.
Yeah, so like I'm not sure worried about.
Sorry, you got lost in a book. Ooh.
I did not get. We will discuss this afterwards. I did not get lost in a book.
Yeah, okay. I mean, clearly not. You made it here for once.
About time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we're just waiting then, I guess.
The drow man just is like looking at his watch, and he's like looking around to see if anybody else shows up. And he's just standing there. If y'all want to talk to him before it starts.
I asked them. I'm like, has anybody else walked up? Or
Oh
has it just
no,
been
it's
y'all this time?
just y'all. He says in Elvish. He's like, I people are free to participate or not. It's really up to them. It's uh, so I mean, new monster. So usually people are very
Right.
skeptical about wanting to go be first ones in line. Maybe they like seeing the corpses after to figure out if they have a chance.
That's understandable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that actually makes
Wait, you
sense. Yeah.
didn't understand him. Wait, you didn't understand.
Yeah, but you almost went with it.
Uh, he's like, oh, would you look? It's about 2 till. Y'all want to go in now? I don't really care. It's nobody's actually keeping direct track, and I can just sooner you die or win, I can open the gate and let you out.
Well,
Do you have any questions before you go in?
I turn to them. Do y'all have any questions
Champion's
before
like,
we?
yeah. Does it speak common?
Does the monster speak common?
Yeah, you see, you understand.
Well, I don't know. We don't know what it is.
Well, you can ask the guy, right?
He's not going to tell me what it is.
You don't know. You didn't ask.
Yeah, let's ask the guy.
The whole point is that if people could just ask, they wouldn't change the monster regularly.
Again, that just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, maybe they just didn't think about it. You got to think with your brain. They're thinking too stupid down here.
Look at this. Look at this guy thinking with his books and not his brain.
Yeah, you gotta get enough sunlight to think. These people have been underground for probably at least like a few weeks.
Definitely longer than that, but whatever. If you want me to ask, I guess. I turn to the guy. My I say this in Elvis. My idiot friend over there wants to know if the monster speaks common.
He's just like, I have no idea. There's no way I could possibly know that.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think you would, and so perfectly understandable. Sorry to bother you.
Uh-huh.
I turn back to them. Yeah, he said he doesn't know. So
Right.
Well, at
It
least
never
we
hurts
asked.
to ask.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least we asked. Maybe next time.
maybe next. Okay.
So
If you don't get lost at the library next
the guy's
time.
Pulling out this key ring. He's like going through it. He's like, oh, this one. And he like bends down and puts it in the little lock door, and like swings the door open. As he does,
Mhm.
you can peer down into it. It's kind of like a staircase, and it is extremely dark down there. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, well, good luck. This used to be part of the town. We've kind of just zoned it off because it was already kind of built into some stone, so it was just really easy to do. So you'll see some old buildings and stuff of that sort. God knows what condition they're in. I never go down there. If you live, bring back proof of defeat, and if you don't, I'll just sit at this gate for a couple hours, and if you don't make it, I'll just assume.
Wait, I think I'm a little confused. I thought this was like a spectacle. Like I thought people were gonna watch us fight this thing.
No. Some people will, but I don't want to give away where they're watching you from. Just know it's
I'm just confused why we would need to bring back proof that we killed it if people are watching
because
this.
I'm not watching, and I need to know before I let you out of there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
especially
right,
if there's a monster that turns into you. I don't know what the fuck's down there, and that's probably happened before.
okay. Well, that's fair enough. All right. Well, all right, guys. Let's venture down into the hole.
Okay. So y'all walk in and y'all go down a few steps, and you just hear this loud clank behind you as the locks and tumblers set in.
Yeah.
You do notice that it is there's a small amount of that crystal that lights up the way, but it is not going to help you at all see down here.
That's fine. Bartleby, pull out your sword for me, please.
All right.
All right. I will cast light on his sword.
All right. How long does that last again?
I believe at my current level it lasts an hour.
Nice. All right. So you start walking down, doing the thing that you do, which is whatever the hell you're doing. Champy's got his glasses on, standing in front.
Right.
Who's
I figured
you are.
Yeah, I figure our kind of standard walking protocol is Champy in front, me in the middle, and then Bartleby in the back.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, yes, it is. It does last 1 hour at my current level.
All right, so you start walking down. As you get down, Champy's just you like kind of go down a little more, and then like the ceiling of stone uh, is at your head, and you walk under it, and you
Mm-hmm.
look kind of around, and uh, give me a spot check to see what you can see.
Okie dokie.
Champy, you
Oh,
suck again.
wow. I got a nat 20,
Oh, good. Champy rolled a
which
2 in his dark vision.
which is a 25. So
Nice.
Nice. Well, good. Drop a dice.
Noise.
I got a 17.
All right, cool. So Bartleby, Champy's first off just looking at the fucking stairs while he's walking down so he doesn't trip. Uh,
That, yeah.
Bartleby, you see kind of what seems to be like an older town, like they said, that you didn't hear. The buildings are a little crumpled on the side, like they've just been weathered around by age. You do see what appears to be the insides of some of these buildings. There's like furniture set up and stuff like that. Like they just left it down here and just didn't even really care to clean it up. Uh,
Wow, I wonder why they just like abandoned this place.
and Soul, you see something a little better because you have some low light vision. And you see a little further. You see what appears to be claw marks on some of these buildings, stains where stuff has like torched the sides of these. Parts that have been melted down. You can assume that they've been throwing whatever kind of monster down here for a while and just been making a thing of it. You also look around and you see these small, little bitty 4x4 grates on the corners of the building. You also see them kind of on the side a little bit in small places. And they are super reinforced. You assume that whoever is watching, however many people are watching, they're looking through these small little grates, and they are probably roaming around looking at getting the best angle.
yeah, gotcha.
Something's going to be down here, and whatever it is going to be probably strong enough to break a lot of these buildings, but it's big enough that it won't notice these small little grates. Is what it is would be your good intelligence check.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Um, I will relay this information to Bartleby. Like, okay, whatever we're about to fight is probably really big. Just as a heads up.
Bartleby just looks excited.
Yeah. So
Nice.
just we need to. So finding this thing probably won't be too difficult, but we just need to make sure we all stick together and don't get caught by surprise, because they can probably see in the dark. So
Well, luckily, so can Champion. I just look and he's just staring at his own feet.
Whoa.
yeah,
These stairs, dude. They're like fucked up. I think they're really old.
Ah,
yeah, they probably are.
great.
So you walk down a little further and you reach the base of the stairs. This is a rather large enclave of a kind of a roomish, if we want to just call it that. Considering how many small little buildings there are, you find it unsettling thinking that there might be something large here that you still haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
There is some kind of smaller underground foliage, like what would almost be a tree, but it's made of like almost a stone-like kind of wood. It is calloused. You don't know how it kind of grows down here, but it's definitely some kind of thing.
You don't. I look at Soul. You don't think this is like a setup, right?
What do you mean a setup?
Well, like,
Like,
what if they send us down here and there's just like a giant spider down here, and then if we attack it, they'll try and kill us, so we like can't fight our way out without also having to fight all of them too.
I
Seems like that would be
guess that could be
bad.
a possibility. But yes, that would be bad, Champy.
What if this is all a trick?
I don't
Mm.
I don't think this is a trick, but at the same time, like, I mean, I guess that is a possibility.
Well, I guess we'll find out whenever we run into this thing.
Yeah, we'll just have to be prepared, I guess.
All right. So as you kind of cautiously move forward, Champy kind of like scoots along the side of the building. Let me make a check for him. Oh, that's good. I wonder what his height is. I wonder what his...
Oh no.
So Champy got a 13 on his height. He's scooching along the side of the building. Let me look at this thing. Ah, yes. And okay, I don't even have to think about the rest of that. So he's scooching alongside the building, and you see kind of out a little further, there is like an opening where there would be I guess a town square or something, maybe a bulletin board. It's whatever it was before with a lot of wood has been destroyed. There probably were carts there or something. It's just been smushed into the ground repeatedly, over and over by different things. Again, you see stuff sold that's like charred and etc. Different kinds of heavy steps have been put down here by many things. You find broken weapons, like spin up daggers and arrow shards that have just been smashed into pieces. But you're getting closer to what seems to be the center of this townish. So I'm going to ask everybody to make a spot check again for specifically a thing.
Indeed.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Oh my
Nice.
god. Okay.
Also, with these markings and stuff, am I noticing
19.
like the stuff you're describing sounds very similar? Am I noticing that, like, basically, would I be able to tell if these were all made by the same creature?
No, these are the way that so many different things you've seen. It has to be from so many different creatures that have been down here.
Okay. I just
okay. So I have good news and bad news. So the good news is Champy rolled a 14, so that's a 13 a spot. What did everybody else roll?
19.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay, the monster rolled a nat 20, so I'm just gonna give you that heads up. So as far as you know, even with all this in this dark room, you don't see a monster. But you are almost to this big empty spot in this town. You're pretty sure if you go to the middle, you'll probably be able to see everything in the town pretty well. Maybe you can climb on top of one of these buildings, but from where you're standing, you don't see anything. And
I don't think we should go into a big wide open area because that gives us no cover.
Yeah, and it is almost frightening because, again, whatever this is should be huge.
Yeah. Would I have any idea?
She got on me. Yes.
Would I have any idea about monsters that live down here that are big but also could like turn invisible or something?
I'm gonna say this is not specific enough for you to know yet.
Okay. All right.
Say if you see it, I'll give you a check or something of the sort. Maybe it's a tax. But right now, you haven't got any information just because there's so much random stuff that could have been down here already.
How high is the like ceiling of this area?
Like probably 35 feet.
Oh, so not huge. Okay.
No, these buildings are probably maybe at most 2 stories tall. So you could probably go on top of them, and then like you couldn't, but maybe like one of your teammates could even throw you up and hit the roof.
Not
too tall.
This is probably risky, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I tell Bartleby, I'm about to do something that's probably a little risky.
Are you gonna turn into a spider in front of the people who love spiders?
No, not that.
Okay, all right.
But I did consider it. No, I think I have a way that I can find this thing. It's just
Seems like, oh yeah, pull out your bag and throw an animal out. That's a good idea.
That would be a not terrible idea, except I sold the bag.
Oh, that was stupid.
Okay. Anyway, um, I will cast fly.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, do you have to cast that on yourself, or can you cast it on somebody else?
I think it's touched, right?
It's a touch spell, so I could
Because
theoretically cast it.
I feel like I know he's not gonna roll good, but I feel like if somebody's gonna get hit first, it should probably be me or Champy.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to cast it on? I mean, you do also have the light sword, so do you want? I could cast it on you, and I could also have Karudrum fly up there with you, and you guys can try to look
Cast the spell
together for
through
this.
the bird.
I mean, I think I can, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go up.
Okay, well then I will cast fly on you.
Okay.
All right.
So you're able to fly for how many rounds?
It's 1 minute per level, so you got 6 minutes.
All right. So you got a while. What do
Yeah.
you want to do now that with your newborn power of flight, Barley?
I guess I will just fly up into the air and see if I see
So
anything.
Are you gonna
you're
fly straight up? Are you gonna fly into the middle? What are you
so
gonna do?
you're wearing medium armor, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so your fly speed is 40 feet around.
All right.
So
You can
you
reach
would
the
be
roof
able
immediately.
to reach the roof like very fast.
So do you want to
In
reach the? You want to go straight up, or you want to go?
Sorry,
Out?
incorrect. I'm wearing heavy armor.
Let me know.
it's still 40 feet. It is still
Okay.
40 feet around. So I'm going to. So I think what we should do is have you and Karudrum fly up to try to find this thing, and then I will stay down here with Champy, and we'll go from there.
Champy just puts his hand on Soul's shoulder. He's like, "I got you, friend." And just
Good.
thumbs ups you.
Don't let good. Don't let go of me until I tell you to.
All right, I can do that.
All right. I'm gonna fly up. I guess
Yeah.
like two rounds worth of height and see if I see anything.
No, you're gonna fly up 30 feet because 35 is
The,
the roof.
yeah. The ceiling is
Oh,
35
oh,
feet. So
then yeah. Then I'll fly up 35 and
Yeah.
I'll see if I see
Do you
anything.
just go straight up? Do you go out into the middle where you can see it shit in the open? What are you doing? I want to know if you're covered by one of these buildings, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like keep some cover by one of the buildings for right now, and then if I don't see anything, then I'll like try and go out in the open.
All right, so
and like I said, Karudrum's gonna fly up with them and also look.
yeah, so you go up. We'll just say you kind of go up and behind a little bit to the building that's you're beside. So there's kind of like you can see halfway over it, pretty much the way
Yeah.
you're looking. You see a lot more. I'm gonna give you another spot check. I'm gonna let Karudrum get one too.
Okay, perfect. Karudrum did not do very well. He got a 12.
Nice.
21.
Nice. So you see what has been some crushed stuff, like looser wood that is near one of the buildings that is opposite of you. You're not at a good angle to see around the building, but you think whatever it is on the other side of the opposite side of the center of town.
Okay.
So you're probably like 2 of your regular movements away from it. You could probably use a full round and just go over there, but then you wouldn't have an action if you did it. Or you can let your friends know. It's up to you right now. You have a lot of time of flight left.
I will.
You can also tell Karudrum who's next to you.
I pointed out to Karudrum. I go, hey, go let them know and see what they say.
Karudrum like narrows his eyes and then flies back down. And he's like he leans in your ears and he's like, hey, across the way there's some broken stuff, like fresh broken.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Champy, we know where it is now.
Champy's like, all right, do we just run
All right.
there or?
We should probably let's head in that direction, but let's not run in that direction.
You wanna just walk straight that way, or you want to go around? Make him think we're not gonna know that he's there.
Do you want me to like get its attention and y'all can sneak up on it?
Well, actually, I do have invisibility prepared.
Okay.
So.
Also, I want you to roll me a hide check since you're like halfway obscured. I'm gonna give you a bonus up there, Mr. Flyboy.
What if instead
Yeah, it's not gonna matter.
okay, I was gonna say, what if instead I just yell at it and I say, "Come and fight me, coward."
Hey, wait. I
Feel free to
can.
try that.
Hey, wait. Before you do that, I could we can sneak up on this thing because
I
I
mean,
can make us all. I can make us all invisible.
can
Wait,
we?
hold on.
Yes. That's not as funny.
Okay, well,
Plus, neither none of us have sneak attack, so like we get at best 1 round.
Yeah, but then you get a bonus to not getting hit. It's like a 50% miss chance. If it just thinks it knows where you are.
All right, fine. We'll do things your way, elf boy.
This thing is rolling really good, by the way. I hate
course.
to be that guy. But it is not having a champy problem right now.
spell ends. The spell actually ends if we attack any creature. It's like Skyrim invisibility.
Does it hit on all of you, or just like if
whoever
if,
does it,
okay, that's good.
the creature.
So, how are you gonna do it on him? Is he gonna come back and fly down, or what's?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh shit! No, I can only do it on one of us. I was reading the spell
I
wrong.
was wondering.
I can do it on. It's a touch spell, but I can only do it on. It's worded really weird. It says you or a creature or object weighing no more than 100 pounds per level, and I thought that meant like, oh, I could do it to multiple people per level, but like no, it means like
that
I
one
can
object.
make.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
which would make sense because I know that in mass invisibility is a spell, but I wasn't thinking.
All right.
So I can make one of us invisible.
So who's gonna be invisible? Is anybody gonna be invisible? Or are you gonna?
Oh, I'm definitely if these guys don't want to be invisible, I'm definitely making myself invisible.
Yeah,
And also
you make yourself invisible.
Okay.
So
also, because it's a touch spell, it will also work on Kurudrum if I
Yeah.
cast it on me.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Okay. So I will make myself and Kurudrum invisible.
So you touch your bird's head, and you both magically turn invisible. And Champy's like, "Oh, okay," and he just like starts walking to the center because he assumed that was the plan.
Okay. Well, I'm going to follow him, but I'm gonna follow him about 10 feet back.
Okay. Are you going
and
to
I'm gonna
fly
have.
at the same speed, or are you going to fly
I
a
was
little
gonna say
faster?
I'm gonna have Kurudrum fly up with Bartleby. So he's with Bartleby, and then I'm down on the ground with Champy.
You are bold and very foolish. But go on. Bartleby, what speed are you going to fly at it at? Because your friend's walking, the one you can see.
I will try and get.
I need to roll a spot for Champy because he's going to need this in a second.
So I do also want to point out, you can fly faster than we can walk, and you also fly as fast as Kurudrum. So
yeah, it's your option if you want to get there before or after them.
I want to try and get there about the same time as them.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Like when I can see that they're like about to get near it, I will probably engage it before they do. But I want us to like I don't want to be like fighting it for a round before they even get there.
Okay. How much health does Champy have? Oh, good, he has plenty. So as Champy gets, we'll just say, about a little more than 20 feet away from the building that you think he'd be at. Now you're a good extra 10 feet behind him.
Yeah, I'm falling 10 feet behind, and Kurudrum is like
they're about that far, but up in the air.
Yeah, like Kurudrum is above me, but he's we're also both invisible.
Yeah. So you hear a rumbling.
Rumble.
And since you've already made a good spot, Bartleby, you see that building you've been staring at the whole time. Something on its walls, almost like the shadows that should be on it from like the small little flames that you have. I mean hell, you're holding a fucking growing ass sword. So the shadows that are bouncing off the wall anyway, are starting to move a little more, and not from like they should be with your sword moving closer, but as if something that has made the shadows has moved. And you notice that the building isn't completely the building. part of it like seems to be a monster that is camouflaged against it, and it leans off.
Walls are oozing green slime.
Yeah, and it leans off the wall, and you recognize this terrifyingly disfigured thing that is some kind of monster or animal. It's as if it has its face is like pushed in, but it's got these like hoses coming out of its nose area. It is almost the body of what seems to be like a dinosaur with this long tail. It's about 7 feet long and 5 feet tall, and it's very heavy set. You don't know what these hoses are on its face, but you're about to because you see something coming out of it, and it's pointed straight at Champy. And Champy has to make a reflex save.
You got this, Champy.
Ooh, I think he did. So I think he's taking half.
Nice. Good job, buddy.
Let me look at Champy's saves. I'm pretty sure he way made that. 21. That's pretty good. And this save is good. All right, so this thing takes like a step away from the building, and it out of these little tubes, you just see this cone of acid just come out like 20 feet wide. In fact, if Soul had been right next to him, he probably would have got hit as well. So you're lucky it saw Champy first, because it would have hit Karudrum for sure. And he's going to take half of the damage, since he rolled correctly. So it's going to be... Wow, that's pretty good. So Champy's only going to take 7 damage. So that's good.
That's cool.
Because if he'd been closer, it'd been bad. I'm allow everyone to kind of see this guy now.
Okay, good.
Mr.
My time's
Knowledge
fine.
check.
Yeah.
This is going to be a magical beast, so that's nature, I believe.
Are we in combat? Or like,
You
are we
now in
all
combat.
considered in combat?
You're
Okay.
now in combat. You're about to do a roll. I'm going to let him do this
Ooh,
first.
baby. Ooh, baby, I rolled good.
I should have.
I got a 30.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should have.
You know what
I
this
should have
is.
cast my spell before we started. Fuck.
Holy shit, that's a good fucking roll. Why am I rolling a second time? So... Oh, that's right. That's for the beast then. All right. Everybody roll your initiative. I'm going to tell you what this is. This is a digester.
Digester.
Yeah, you know what it spit on Champy was probably like the equivalent of its stomach acid. What it does is it goes over and sprays either in a cone or in a straight line. If it stays in a straight line, the damage is doubled because it's more concentrated.
Right.
But it is a very short range if it does that, like probably right next to you kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
This thing will suck up your innards after it melts you with the same hoses on its face.
Fantastic.
You know this thing can see in the dark. It is immune to acid, of course. It can also smell you.
Is it evil?
I believe it's neutral because it's a creature. It's a animal that's just hunting. But this thing is a hunting machine. It is camouflaged. It is almost deadly instantly for most things, and it is, if it's attacking you, it is starving.
Nice. Fantastic.
All right, so everybody roll your initiative. Tell me what you got.
I got a 20.
21.
Hey, y'all, what'd you get, Soul?
22.
Awesome. That's what Champy got because he rolled a 20.
I also rolled a 20.
Very good.
Nice.
The creature is going last.
Very good. That's all that matters.
Champy's ready to go. This thing's about 20 feet from him, so he can make a movement and attack it in the same turn. Do you want to do something first, Invisible Man?
Yes, I do. I want to
unturn invisible now.
I mean, well, you said the thing can like sense me anyway,
it can
so it doesn't
smell
really...
you. I said it has a good scent.
Okay. I'm not gonna attack it, but I am going.
Spraying a cone, so it's probably not gonna be helped to hide from it.
Yeah. I am going to.
Oh, I need to roll a d4 for its cooldown.
I will. Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to
Nice.
do? So many options.
I think it's 1d4.
I'm gonna like run up to Champy and be like, "Yo, fuck him up, dude!" And I'm gonna cast Enlarge Person on him.
Shame's like, oh yeah, it's time. You, me, the arena.
Oh, what is the arena?
We're in the arena currently.
Oh, you know what? Actually, this time it
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense.
we are actually, yeah.
He's like, I've been waiting this whole time for this, and he runs up to it. Let me get Champy stats because I fucking, it's great. Well, he gets a +1 to attack for that.
He does,
And
yes.
swings. Wait, does he get one from your thing too?
Yeah, because it makes him bigger.
Oh yeah,
so
he
it
also
gives
gets
him,
he also gets it from chosen foe. So
yeah,
so he has a
because his it'll make his strength go up, so that'll
uh,
make his bonus to attack go up.
does it make his damage go up?
Yeah,
By how much?
a lot, because it makes him large size. So not only does that do a strength bonus, it makes all of his equipment large too.
You mean it makes it a size bigger?
It makes it huge.
Yeah, because he got a big ass fucking weapon. So I need to look up the.
He gets a +2 bonus to strength, so that's going to.
I need to
Oh
look
well,
up. I need to look up a great sword, but huge damage. Hold on.
it's 46.
Holy shit.
Yeah, thankfully, great swords are really easy
All
because
right,
they do
so he has a
decent damage.
26 to attack right now.
That's good. That's good.
Because he rolled a 14.
That's good.
Nice.
I need to look at this thing's AC. Yeah, he weight hits it.
I'm pretty sure he is.
So he does 46 now.
Yeah,
And then
46.
how much does he get extra from like the damage going onto his strength?
It would be a +2 bonus to strength. So
+2 because he has
so
because he's wielding two-handed.
you multiply it by 1.5, not 2. So his total strength bonus times 1.5.
His total strength bonus times 1. I mean, he already had that. I'm saying to get more because it's his strength's bigger. Wait,
Well, yeah,
his strength went up by how many points? Just give me that number.
By 2. So
okay,
it's
so his
a
strength is now a 18. So he
Yeah.
has +4, and then he gets
+4.
4. So he gets 6 damage extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it only goes up 1. Okay, that's cool. So he gets 46 plus 6 damage. That's good. That's like a 6. It's a 4, 10, 15, 19 plus 6. He does 25 damage, and he just fucking tears into the thing, and it screeches out in pain. He's like, oh, yeah. Bet you weren't ready for round 2. And then he fucking comes up with it.
Oh, God.
Because he gets his second attack for the first time ever. And he fucking hits it on the building next to it.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, did he? 5 plus. Yeah, he barely does because he still gets a 15 because he rolled a 3. But he does. But he does miss.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's like, you, the arena.
Stop talking about the arena.
The arena, 50,000.
What?
Back-to-back champion, 1993, 1994.
Oh, you know what's funny? I said I ran up to champion did it. I wouldn't actually even have to, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Because it has a close range, which means I can cast it from like 40 feet away.
You still have a movement action if you'd like. Otherwise, it is going to be.
I'm just gonna like. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like. Just kind of step. I'm gonna move back, like.
Right.
Yeah,
move back
like,
just in case. I got you.
Yeah, like 20, 30 feet.
That's a lot of movement. Okay. Bartleby, it's your turn.
How close am I to this thing?
20 feet away, but you're like, we'll just say you're like 30 feet up in there. So you can diagonal and get to it if you'd like.
Yeah, you could fly.
I am going to stay where I am at for one turn.
Okay.
Let me find my thing. Hold on. Oh, god dang. I lost my tab. I'm going to use...
Yep.
I I'm going to use one of my turn undead attempts to use Divine Vigor, which gives me an extra 10 feet of base speed and +2 temp hit points per character level.
Okay.
And it lasts a number of minutes equal to my charisma modifier.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask. I don't think the fight's gonna last that long. But all right.
That's, I mean, that's fine. But so that gives me 12 extra hit points, so I'm at 74 currently.
Okay.
And then I can also move an extra 10 feet, and then that will be my turn.
Are you going to move, or are you just gonna sit there? You said.
No, I'm gonna stay away from it and let Champy fight it, and the next turn I will be able to I will go in, but
All right.
I'm gonna stay well away from it for right now.
How much did I say Champy did? He did
20 something, like 28 or something,
No,
30.
it was 20. It was 19 plus 6, so he did 25, I think.
Okay, that sounds about right.
I
It's
know
20 something.
I know it was 20 something. We're just gonna say 25. I'm gonna take a turn off that fucking cooldown from the acid spray, so that's good. The creature is going to claw at Champy while it's on a cooldown. Oh, great. Champy just stands there and just like moves his chest out of the way as this thing like uses his small little arms and claws at him, and he's like, "Huh, you idiot! I bet you thought that was gonna hit me." And
Love it.
and that was the funny thing is he does it's a fake attack, and then he just fucking claws at him with the left hand and hits him with a 19. So
Ooh.
Ooh.
so he gets
Okay.
to roll with damage.
Unfortunate.
But he didn't roll that much, so that's good at least. He takes 6 damage. So Champy's now taking 13.
That's not
good.
too bad.
Yeah.
All right.
So it is now Champy's turn again. Is he still large?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing lasts like a while.
He's like, oh yeah, the arena, and everybody's just staring at him. And what's that number? 18 to hit. Very good. So that's definitely gonna hit regardless, whatever it Rose's stuff. So he's got a 46 plus 6. He's gonna hit again. He comes down on the creature. 4, 9, 14, 16. So he does 21 damage this time to it.
Nice.
And he's like, it's not over. It's never over. And then he just fucking swings back again. Oh, yeah. What is this weapon crit on? Just a 20? Oh, no. It crits on a 19.
No, it crits on a 19.
Excellent, because he crit. Let me roll
Good job,
to confirm. Oh, yeah, he confirmed that crit. So he's going to do...
full damage.
Yeah, he's gonna do a fucking lot of damage.
I think this is gonna kill it because that's 8d6 damage.
Yeah.
Plus, what, like plus?
I'm just gonna roll
12?
4d6 and then multiply times 2 because that's easier.
That works.
7. Ooh, that's low. 8. 10 plus 6. So he does another 32 damage to it. So he is now single-handedly done. Yeah, I did. So now he has single-handedly done 53 plus. Oh god, he's done 83 damage to this thing. And
Hell
this
yeah.
thing just like fucking shreds in half as he comes back down the second time, and he just cuts his neck off almost, and he's like, ah! Ah! And he's like,
All right.
the arena.
Well, all right. Good job, Champy.
Yeah. Okay. All
He's
right.
like, and
Well,
I wasn't even trying. And then he's like, falls down. He's like, ow, my chest hurts.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well,
How much damage did he take?
13.
like 13.
Okay, I will fly down and heal him for 12.
Nice. Champy's at that -1 damage now. Actually, let me clear that. -1.
And
Very good.
I will say, stays, or I will say, still invisibly. Good job, team. We did it.
Everybody just looks around. Who the fuck was that?
I
Oh yeah,
guess
we should probably like
I was gonna
cut a
say now
piece
that it's
of it
dead.
off to like take. Yeah,
Champy's like,
Well,
I already
Champion
cut
just
a piece of it off, and he just like holds
yeah,
up the
that's,
whole fucking head.
I mean, I didn't want to take the whole hit. I mean, it's fine. It's just
and
seemed a
let
bit.
him take the head.
It's
It's
like
fine.
dripping acid down from its throat, down
Yeah,
onto
I
the
mean,
ground.
listen, that's
Be careful with that.
Huh? Oh, you got
yeah.
like
I
a
think
bag.
you can walk up the stairs behind us.
Oh, okay. He like lifts up his glasses so he can see because you're blinding the fuck out of him.
Yeah, maybe I think he's gonna have to. We'll just be careful with the acid. But
He's just like dragging it on the ground. Do 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 do. You go upstairs. So you go upstairs, and you knock on it. I guess so. You're leading the way.
sure, why not?
And
Knock.
you see the old drow guy just lean up, and he's like, "Oh hey, that was
Hey,
fast. Did you kill it,
yeah,
or are you just scared?"
no, we got its head.
He like looks past you. He's like, "Oh, that thing's ugly."
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Um, hold on. Let me gets the keys out. Opens the door. All right. If you go down this other path, because you came up one, he points the other way. If you go down this path and you go past this first building, take a right, go down that road until you see a guard, and then tell him that you won the challenge, and they'll let you in.
Okay.
do you keep the head? Do we take the head with us? What's up with it?
He just looks at it. You can, I don't know, you can just leave it there. I don't really care. It's more to just get you out. They know that you won. I needed to know that you won.
Okay, whatever.
You
That's
can
fine.
keep it if you
Whatever.
want. It's kind of dripping.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Jamie
I
just
don't really
throws it
want to
over
keep.
on the hill. All right.
Well, all right. I was gonna leave it up to him, and I guess he don't want to keep it, so that's fine. All right, let's go. Let's go tell this guy.
He just
All
like
right.
lowers his glasses down. And he looks at the drow guy, and he just like thumbs up at him. And the guy is just like, good job. He says back in Elvish. Jamie's just like nodding at him.
Is he still wearing his disguise?
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They think that a drow just killed this fucking creature. By the way.
Oh well, whatever. I guess it's not
So
terrible.
I want you to know that before you go anywhere. So y'all go down, and you go down the first corner, and you turn, and you start going down this road, and it's the floor itself is actually well more maintained than the rest of the town you've been in. You assume that this is the fancy part of town,
Mhm.
and you had just literally been on the other side of town. You go down, and you see what appears to be like, you go past a bunch of other houses, and you see what appear to be like a drow in just like full armor and a sword, and next to him is a drow in full armor and a spear, and he has one in his opposite hand, and they're like guarding the entryway to what appears to be almost a normal house. It has a steel door though at the house, unlike the rest of them. So it's very strange because you thought, hey, maybe they'd be in like some kind of royal castle or something. No, it looks like a normal place. It's just very well guarded, maybe from the outside.
Huh.
Okay.
And the guard sees you approach, and he says, "Halt! Please do not enter without permission."
Fine.
Uh,
All right.
are you not gonna?
I thought he was gonna ask us what we were doing. He just says,
No.
"Halt,
Yeah, he says,
don't
"Halt!
enter."
You can't enter without permission."
That's autistic. Okay. All right. Well, we won the challenge thing.
No, and he just like looks at the other guy. He's like, "Is that today?" Like, "Oh yeah. I think." He just like looks at the ground, looks up. Is it today? I
Yeah.
they just look at you. What'd you beat?
It's this thing called a digester.
They look at
It's
each
like
other. I don't know what that is. He's like, "It sounds spooky." They probably did
it's
it.
like this weird lizardy thing. It shoots acid out of its hoses on its face.
Oh yeah, that sounds like something they put in there. All right, yeah. He looks at the other guy. He looked at the spear. He's like, "You let him in. I kind of got comfy leaning up against this post." It's like, God, you're so lazy. Anyway, you all come with me, and he like turns and he starts walking out toward the big steel door.
Okay.
The guy puts his little spear aside against the fucking building, and he just like beats the shit out of the door. He's like, "Hey, open up!" He says in fucking Elvish. And you hear some undercoming behind the door, and somebody just like slides a little face panel thing for their eyes to the side, and they're like, "What? What do you want?" They say in Elvish, and he's like, "Hey, they beat the whatever thing was today." They're like, "Is that today? I thought that was no, that would be today, wouldn't it?" He's like, "Yeah, that's what I said." God, I need to get track of days. All right, he just slides the thing shut and opens the door. He's like, "Come on in, come on in." You look at this guy, and he looks like a fancy butler.
Thank you.
And he's like, "Yes, yes, come, heroes and warriors and whatever you want to be called today. Can I take your hats, your scarves?" He just like looks at Champy. Champy's just like pushing up his scarf because he sees the guy reaching at him.
He likes to wear that.
Oh, very well then. He just like closes the door behind you. He's like, "Come this way." As you look around, there are some like little bitty mushrooms and moonlit crystals that you've seen before. They're used as decoration more so than lighting, but they do light up enough that you can probably see the general layout of the room. Champy, on the other hand, sees something that looks like an elegant room. Where you see it's just a vase, he sees all the designs on it and how very old this place looks, but how very well kept it is. And he says that to you and common in your ear, and the drow just like kind of turns, and when he hears him talking common, he's like, "Okay," and he just keeps walking. And he leads you down this very fancy hallway with a long rug. You notice that this house seems a lot larger because what you saw was the front of it on top of a kind of the stone hill. It actually digs into the hill entirely. And you descend a little bit down the hill, but you are definitely inside the rock. You see stuff as you get down further. He opens another door, and he leads you down a second hallway. This one kind of goes to the side of it. You can see one that goes another hallway goes to the other side. As you go down this side, you've noticed something in the windows. These little bitty window things to the side. Like if you would turn right and then you look to the right again, you see these little bitty stone plates that are like almost like they can be
exactly.
moved. No, like they can be moved, but probably about the size of what could be behind those steel grates also.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so they're like the things in the.
Yeah, so somebody was probably watching you from this hallway.
Yeah. Okay.
You do see a couple guards standing there, and they like turn and like talk to themselves and whispering right when they see you pass. They're like, "Oh, there he is. That's those guys." And then stuff like that. He gets you to this big, elegant door. It's a double door made of wood, very tall. And he's like, "All right." He like turns to you. He's like, "I need y'all to be very, very careful. Do not like go shake her hand or anything. She is not in the best of spirits, but she is be very polite to her. Do not excite her too much. She I think you'll understand when you see her. And he opens the door forward.
He said that. Wait, he said that in Elvish, right?
Yeah, he said in Elvish to you.
Cool. I'm going to say in common to them.
Okay.
Be nice.
And he opens the door, and you see this big, beautiful throne room. And there's two guards standing in front of these this wooden rail of right that lays right in front of the this big chair that a very, very ancient old woman drow is sitting on. Right next to her, almost sitting on the ground on a small little pillow that is made of some kind of fancy threads, is a small drow girl, like child small. And she also has a small little tiara on her head, and the woman has an elegant crown and this fine neck piece, but she is, you would say, near death age. She is on death's door. And it is amazing that she is even alive at this age. Probably she has to be hundreds of years old.
Cool.
Yeah.
And she clears her throat and she goes, and in Undercommon she just starts saying stuff and raises her hands up, and she like opens her hands and says something also in Undercommon, and both the guards just start clapping, and y'all kind of just look at each other.
I'll also just like
And
I kind of shrug to my companions.
Champy's
Like,
just nodding, just keeping up the facade. And one of the and then she like directly says something to one of the guards to like motions him at y'all, and he just like comes over to the group, and he just holds out his hand in front of y'all, and he's like, he says something in Undercommon at you, and y'all just kind of look at each other.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Fuck! I did not prepare the right spells. I'm gonna say to him in Elvish, "Hey, I know this is kind of awkward, but I don't actually speak Undercommon.
He
So
just like looks down at you, and he's like, I wasn't talking to you, he says in Elvish. And he looks at Champy, and he holds out his hand and says something else in Undercommon. And Champy just looks at you, and he's like,
I'm gonna say in Elvish. Yeah,
and Champy just grabs the guy's hand and just starts shaking it. And he's like, yeah. He just nods his head, and the guy's just like, kind of just looks at him. He's like, and he's just like, he like turns to the queen, and he just holds his hand up, and Champy holds his other hand up, and he's like, and the other guard's just clapping like a maniac, and the
I lean over to Bartleby. This is somehow working. I just keep playing along. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
I fully checked out the moment we stepped foot in here.
Champy's
I
just
don't
like
know what's
turning
going on.
and like looking. He's like, ah, he's just making a noise, and then he puts his arm down, and the other guy puts his arm down, and he's like, and Champy just like kind of clears his throat, and he says, and he just like motions at you.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. I take a step forward. Greetings and salutations. I'm saying this in English, by the way. My friend here, his name is Champy, and he has defeated the digester in the arena. He is
the guards just start clapping again.
Yes. He is a powerful warrior. However, he is due to childhood stuff. He cannot speak. So I am his voice.
Didn't they already see him speaking to you?
These people didn't.
But the other guy did.
Yeah, but he's not in the room.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So I am his voice. Apologies in advance. Thank you for meeting with us today, Your Majesty.
The older woman like leans forward and like stands up, and it is almost painful to watch her like grandma stand up. And one of the guards runs up and like just like offers her a hand. She just like swats it away, and she's like, I can do it. And she walks down these very small stairs one by one, and you see this long gown flowing behind her, and she walks up close to y'all. She's like, okay, she says in Elvish, I can speak. And she looks at Bartleby, and she's like, and she's like, I'm out of practice, hold on. She says in common, yes, hello, great adventurers. Do you all speak this language?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Good. This will make it easier then.
Oh, well, hold on, real quick. Did you tell Champy not to speak because if she starts talking in common and he responds,
he's just gonna stand there, just staring at her.
I told him not to speak when he was disguised as this. I told him when we entered the town. Now, whether or not he remembers, we're gonna find out.
So he's just kind of staring there, just still like happy that they celebrated him somehow, and and she's like, "Thank you, great adventures. I'm glad you have made your way to town, and congratulations on defeating the monster. You will be awarded a small coin purse." And she like leans over to one of the guards and says in undercommon something, and he runs off and comes back, and he gives each of you a small sack of coin that you can look at in a minute.
Huzzah! Small sack of coin.
And she's like, "It's not much, but it's customary. You get 2 things when you win a fight. You get a prize, and you get an audience with me. You can tell me stuff about." And thanks for the follow, I know. You can tell me about your travels, about your fight, anything. We did watch it, all of us here. And she's just like, it's kind of just looking around for a sec. She's like, hold on, I gotta figure out this bitch's name.
While you're looking up her name,
no. She says, "Shri, come. Where are you, young one?" And the little girl runs up beside, and she says, "Yes, Grandma." And she's like, you can speak to these people. She's saying this in Elvish so you can hear. She says, "You can speak to these people, right?" And she's like, she says in Elvish, "In what language?" And she's like, "Common." She's like, "Oh God." She like looks at y'all. She's like, "Hello, how are you?"
Oh no.
I love it. I loved it.
"Welcome to home. Thank you, monster."
Bartleby just takes a deep breath.
And she's like, "Yes,
I tell her, I
very
said,
good."
Elvis, yeah, you did a good job. That was good.
She's like, "Oh, thank you very much. That was great."
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
She's like, "Young one, you were so stupid. I hate you." "Grandma, that's mean." Yes. Anyway, I'm teaching the young one ways of meeting with the peasants and people, and this is always good. She's actually next in line. We like to have one ruler live as long as they can, so they start young, and when they're ready, they'll be good for a while. I did it, and
Makes sense.
she'll do it, and her granddaughter will do it. Grandma, I don't want to have kids. Not now, Shri, not now. Anyway, you are allowed to tell me your stories, and this is, she, like, zones out for a second.
Right. Real quick. So the albino elf guy who does not have a name, he told me to tell her specifically about Draxor, right?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Audience,
I will
that's the word.
I say in Elvish. Okay, I'll start.
She's like, "We can talk in common if you'd like. The guards don't know, but I will."
I think that would probably be better. Yeah.
That's actually better. I will say in common. I say that in common. That's actually going to be better. I was given a message to pass along to you. I was actually what's the right word?
Out again.
Abducted by a. He said his name had been Forsaken.
He said he was in the League of Assassins. If you're looking for words,
right. He said he had forsaken his name, but he is an albino drow that's
she
in
like
the League.
Snaps her head back to you. Yes, I'm listening.
He wanted me to tell you about Draxor.
Who is Draxor?
He's a deep dragon that trapped us down here in the Underdark.
One moment. She leans over to the other guard that was standing back there clapping. She says something in Undercommon, and he like goes off and comes back with like a notepad, and she like hands it to her, and she just like she like looks at her quill, and she's like, "Go wet this." She just like hands it to him. He comes back, and it's like already dripping, and he holds like an ink thing well for her. She's like, "All right," and then she starts writing this down in Common. All right, go on.
Well, we've been trapped down here for I don't know,
Days.
several days.
Days.
Mm,
Uh,
trap
the
days.
the deep dragon, he tricked us into coming down here, and then he blocked off the passageway as we left. And he was also he was sending some kobolds to spy on the town that we had come from, and the
Interesting.
town's name is
Yeah.
Malmo. Is that the right town?
Yeah.
Okay,
Malmo.
good. Malmo. Yes. So uh, he might also have spies in this town. So if you happen to see any kobolds,
Have you seen
they're
any
probably
more since you've last saw this dragon?
any more kobolds.
Yes.
Just one. We saw it at the start of this maze thing.
And where is this maze thing you're talking of?
That's a good.
Presumably, it was like outside of town, right? Because
It
then
was
we come like
outside
straight
town in
from
one
the.
of the caves that leads to this
we
place.
it was some path that we passed. We passed through it coming here. I don't know. It's like a maybe like 2 days journey back that way. Ish.
Oh, interesting.
I think.
Would it be safe for us, do you think, to go look at this place now? Or
Um.
bury it into the rubble, even?
Well.
I mean,
Well, there was
we
a minute. There
killed
was
most of the things inside, so I don't think. I
there
mean,
were we did fight two monsters inside of the maze, but we
Mhm.
did kill them. So I'm sure
Oh,
if you send like a squadron of guards, they would probably be fine.
excellent. We don't want to give unwanted attention to something, though. If whatever is in there is confined to that space, then we shall pretend we don't know of it. If they've been this long in hiding.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah. So that I don't know. That's kind of I guess that's all
So,
he
what
wanted me
is
to
your
tell you.
goal while you're in the Underdark? Because clearly, the Deep Dragon didn't just lead you all the way down here himself, did he?
Well, I mean, he kind of did. I mean,
You
he
came. He,
pretended to
he he brought you from the surface.
yes, kind of. He
no.
he pretended to be a guide in the Malmo. He was pretending to be a drow
Yes.
living in the town, and we
And what
hired him as
and
a
what brought you
guide.
to Malmo?
We were sent as envoys from our village on the surface.
Okay. And why would you leave your why would you venture into the Underdark of all places?
Well,
Because
two reasons. One, we're kind of just our town has kind of been cut off from most of the outside world for the past like 5 years, so we're kind of just trying to reconnect.
Aw.
Two, uh, we had a sort of sacred artifact that was in our town stolen, and we've been sent
Oh.
by our town leader to recover it.
We we actually had a visitor from Malmo. Not this Draxor person. Uh it was mm, it was a messenger from Lolth actually. Uh I believe it got sent from Malmo. It was asking about a sword they had lost in Undercommon. You wouldn't have understand it, but we can definitely tell a creature of our goddess.
didn't the
Um,
snake people also lose a sword?
yes.
Yes, they did. Yes, this is a this is a thing. This is
Somebody
happening.
just really likes swords.
Someone does. You're
Yeah, so
right.
this is the third sword that you've heard of, by the way. Um,
It's
but
gonna be
anyway,
idiot.
so we told it we hadn't seen it and adventured even further. Um, so that's fun. So that seems to check out with what the information we've heard. So is your goal to find this artifact to see if it's down here in the Underdark to get home? What are you doing
I
currently?
mean, we would certainly like to get home, but
Yeah, I mean,
also we do need to at least make an attempt to find the artifact. I'm going to slay that bastard dragon. Um, and then, also, I guess, just to make connections that may be beneficial to our town in the future.
I tell you what. As far as I know, there's two entrances to the surface from the Underdark. I'm sure there's actually many, but there's only two that people rarely go through. There's the one that you came from Malmo, and then there's one on the opposite side. If you keep going out of town, not the way you came, but the opposite way, your next town should be Tomastad. Tomastad. Tommastad. After that, depending how you go from there, there might be another town, and then maybe you'll find the surface, I think. Or maybe you'll just find the surface. It's been very long time since I've left here. In lieu of letting other outside ears know of our plan, I would just head there yourself, without asking too many questions or telling anyone else where you're going. This sounds like a very bad Underdark problem. I would let any leaders of any towns you run into exclusively know. If they sound like they're already onto some spies or something, probably give them the push in the right direction that they start looking. We'd all like to find these places. Maybe, again, I haven't been to that town in a while. Maybe you can just let anyone know, and maybe they're all up in arms about it. No one likes having prying eyes and ears in their town. But
Makes
definitely
sense.
let a leader know, for sure.
Okay. Let's see. I did also have a personal question to ask
Yes.
you. I have amnesia. I cannot remember anything past 5 years ago, and I am
Yes.
also on my own personal quest to find more of my people.
Yes.
Do you happen to know where there are non-drow elves?
I have heard tell that there are at least some at the other entrance. I'm not sure what kind. I believe she thinks and looks around. I believe I've heard tale of other elves. I don't know any of your color, but I haven't ventured to the surface either.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
I do know. I've heard tale of at least aquatic elves outside there.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
haven't. I wouldn't venture anywhere close to that sunlight and blind myself though to find out.
Sure.
And so, welcome to your first, I guess your second Elvish Town then, if you've been through Malmo.
Thank you. Yes. It's it's different for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Um,
Anything else we can help you with, or like to talk about while you have a private audience?
uh, Bartleby, do you have anything?
I honestly cannot think of anything that would
She reaches
like.
her hand out to you, and what brings you? I know you have your own personal quest, but this one sounds like he has a very specific quest to him. Perhaps you do as well. That made you come out on this journey.
Is she talking to me?
Yes, she's speaking directly at you.
I mean, I just kind of came out here because our town leader told us to. I'll be honest, I just wanted to stay at home with this girl that I met.
You have no personal reasons to ever become an adventurer.
I mean,
Usually, people have some drive. I assume.
I think probably initially I did because like my parents disappeared after all the stuff happened 5 years ago.
Uh,
But I think I just kind of,
and
if they're not after all we've seen and they're not back by now, like I just don't know if they're coming back. So I'm at this point I'm just kind of focused on keeping the farm going. And
so your parents were farmers.
yes, I have
Why, why
a
would they
farm.
leave town then, if they're farmers?
I don't really know,
You
but I'm
don't.
sure they had a.
You said they leave town every so often to sell their products or something.
Oh yeah, to sell goods to what I assume would be a nearby town, but
Hmm.
We haven't really found. I haven't really found any trace of anybody that like looks like them. I haven't really found anything, and
Well, keep
uh,
your. I know we wouldn't have seen humans down here, but keep your ears open. Maybe people on trade routes know each other pretty well. Maybe you'll find a merchant that would know your family.
that's true. I do. I didn't. I really shouldn't give up, but I think I just got just honestly a little sad. After not having seen them for so long.
And she looks at Champy and she starts asking him something uncommon, and she's like, hmm. She's like, oh yes, he forgot. He can't speak well, and she just like puts her
Yes.
hand on his shoulder, and she like motions to y'all and says something else in undercommon at him, and he's just nodding his head, and she's like, hmm, hmm.
I'm over here just like sweating, just like.
And so she pulls her hand back, and she's like, well, this has been a great informative talk for at least me. I've enjoyed it, and Shri, darling. She comes over. She's like, yes, Grandma. Say it in common. Thank you for visiting. We happy you come.
It has been truly our pleasure to meet with you.
She
Indeed.
just like looks at the older lady. She's like, she says in Elvish, what does it mean? And she like looks at Bartleby. She says, pleasure. And she just says pleasure in fucking Elvish at her. She's like, oh, okay. Thank.
I was like, we should really go. Like, I
Yeah.
think we should.
That was good. That was good. Thank you, Shri, and thank you. Did she tell us her name was the old
She did
lady?
not, but you can ask her if you'd like.
Oh, okay. I will say thank you, Shri, and then thank you also.
Queen
I'm
Zess.
sorry, I didn't. What?
Queen Zess.
Should
Queen Zess.
should we like
Thank you.
ZESS.
try and like I don't know like should we like try and set up some sort of like I don't know trade? Like should we like talk to her about I mean we're down here. Should we like talk see if she's interested in like I don't know trading with our town or something or
That's completely between
It
y'all
would.
two, because Champy knows not to talk well enough, and he's not
yeah.
gonna say
It
shit.
would. It would take almost 2 weeks for a trader to get from our
And
town
that's if
here,
the
and they'd
way that
have to
they came
pass.
is not blocked in the way you came. Because
Yeah,
right now you don't
yeah,
even know how to get
and they
back.
would have to pass through the Underdark, which you know.
Just
No, I mean I get it, but I just unless we find a safer route, it's not gonna work out.
So she hears you talking about this, and she motions a guard to bring her a scroll, and she like starts writing on it in common, and rolls it up and hands it to you, Soul.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Well, if you do need a passage into my town, here's the permission."
oh,
Oh, well,
thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Hmm. Oh, and she's like, she gets something out of her pocket, and she's like, "Here you go," and just stamps the shit out of it, like the outside of the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, sealed and hidden. Those are where to be
Fantastic.
read when you need them, and try not to use them before then, because seals, you know how they work.
Yeah, absolutely. I will put that in my inventory. Okie dokie.
All right, well, I guess it's time to skedaddle.
All right, y'all have a wonderful day. She like goes
Yes,
back
you
to
as well.
her chair, and you just see the gown flowing by her, and the little girl starts picking it up, flowing by her.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
oh no, never mind.
And the guard like comes over and says, "No, are you ready to go?"
Yes, I believe so.
He
If
like
my
opens the
friends.
door,
All right.
lets y'all out. And
Cool.
as you're leaving, he pats Champy on the back and says something in undercommon. He's like, "Yeah," and he's like, and Champy's like, "Uh huh, and just keeps walking. Champy's like, "Whew, I gotta get out of this disguise." After
Yeah,
the
you
door
did.
closes.
You did really good in there, by the way.
Oh god. Oh god. Get me out of this fucking town.
Yeah, so we need to make sure you keep the disguise on at least until we get out of town.
And then never again. And the
Yeah, then
butler
we
comes,
can.
walks over, and he's like, "Are y'all ready to go?"
Wait, who comes over?
The
What?
butler that let you in.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, we have met with the queen. She was
Yes.
very nice, and we are ready to depart now.
And he's like, all right, that's great. And he just turns. He's like, do not mention her health or the small girl to anyone else in town.
Question: Is she
Okay.
like? Is it just that she's elderly and like Is that, or is there something like wrong with her?
Are you asking me
Sounds
as a
like
DM or this guy?
This guy, like, cause
This guy
like
that can't understand
if
you.
well, oh, that's right. Fuck. Ask her. I still to ask it because like I can cure disease. So like if she's like sick, then maybe I could like do something. But if
So
like it's just that she's old, then
you
I'm
I
know
sure
your
really
that
soul that she's just fucking really, really, really old for an elf.
yeah, I'm sure that she's not sick with anything that the priestesses of Lolth couldn't fix. I'm
hey,
pretty sure she's just fucking old.
hey, listen, you never know.
Yeah, I mean he's
I
never
mean,
seen an old elf. He don't know.
yeah, I mean, elves live a very long time, but we aren't immortal like we do. There is a finite amount. It's just a lot longer than humans.
Okay, fair enough. I just
Mm.
All right.
All right.
So he escorts you out and he's like, do y'all need anything else before, like, as you're leaving town? Do you need to? I'd probably rest up. You
Well,
look like you get the shit
I
beat
was
out of
gonna
you.
say yes. We probably need to rest for the night. Where's a place we could stay
He's
at?
like, if you go back to where the bar is, there's like a little place to stay. If you go upstairs, the stairs are rounded.
Okay.
There'll,
Okay.
there'll be a little place to stay up there.
Perfect. That seems
Uh,
fun.
make sure to buy stuff. The town loves outside money. As
know.
he says
We
this,
we have.
you remember you have a little pack of money you just got too.
Oh yeah, how
Oh
much?
yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll wait till we get somewhere to count. I don't want to
All right,
yeah.
like
That's
standing
fair.
here counting it.
I'm gonna go ahead and add
Yeah.
it to Champion's
That's
inventory because I know what you got.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go back to there and uh ask about getting a room.
All right. So, oh Jesus Christ, man, I hate this. I have to reload this page so I can save the character sheet.
Oh, it did that to me. It did that to me too.
Yeah, I don't know. It does that sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fine. At least I didn't make anything. So y'all go back. You can also buy more stuff while you're in town. If you need to buy anything else you forgot, Mr. Spells, you can still go buy some.
Right. We might. I guess we'll probably rest tonight and then just decide like in the morning we'll decide
Yeah.
if we need.
So y'all go up to what would be above the bar, and you see after you go through this other door, some lady just sitting at a counter, and there's like a big wall that separates it with like 4 different rooms. Would you assume because there's doorways up there?
Mm.
She's like, yes, welcome to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. She didn't say that, but
I was gonna roll with it. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. That's cool.
she's like,
That's a good name.
how many rooms would you like? There's
How,
one large bed in each room.
oh, it's just one bed in each room.
Yeah.
Then
Uh,
three rooms then.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a gold each.
That's fine. I'll pay for it. I
Alright.
give her 3 gold.
Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Cool. You too.
Once I get in my room, I'll count my money.
You got
Yeah,
20 platinum pieces
Nice.
that's not bad.
each.
I guess.
We should probably get up
Okay.
in the morning and restock on rations before we leave.
Yeah, I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to go visit Bartleby's room real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock on the door.
I just kind of like crack it open, like peek my head out. I am like currently very sweaty.
What are you doing in there?
Exercising.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. Can I come in?
I mean, yeah, if you want.
Cool. I step into the room.
I do not stop exercising. If we're talking,
Yeah.
gotta be while I work out.
He's doing
That's
jumping
fine.
jacks currently.
I'll sit on if there's a chair or something.
There's not.
I mean, you can just sit on the bed. I am just in the
It's
floor.
literally just a bed and a nightstand.
These rooms are a gold each, and this is shit.
Yeah, no one comes and stays at the hotel. Also, they have a lot more expensive stuff. If you haven't noticed.
Well,
Money.
I can understand why they wouldn't stay here. Fucking gold piece each.
Anyway.
These are like 2 copper rooms at best.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
So, I sit on the bed. I'm like, so when we were talking with Zess, it made me realize that I guess it's been so long, I kind of forgot you were looking for your parents.
Yeah, I mean, they might be out there somewhere, or they might be dead.
Well,
I don't really know.
well, you said that they would leave town occasionally to go trade with other towns.
See, but the problem is, if I remember correctly, they left right before the whatever happened.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they were caught out in it. Like they might just be out in that desert somewhere, just dead. You know, it's like,
Well,
Or without memory even.
or yeah, they could be wandering around somewhere not knowing who they are, or that they have a son at home who is taking care of their farm alone and is very stressed out.
well, let me ask you this then, since my memory only goes back to 5 years. Before this, were there other towns around here? Because we've
Yes.
traveled in like
Yeah.
all directions, and
Yes,
we've
and
not found.
you would know this too.
Yeah.
The old maps used to have towns on them, and that was the thing when they sent you out. They're like, well, there were towns and stuff has just been swept away by the deserts, and all the
Okay,
towns that
I
you have
just-
seen since have protective barriers around them. It seems that are still
Yeah.
surviving.
Like I have probably gone with them to some of these other towns just
Uh-huh.
as a child, and like whenever we go places where I'm like, yeah, I think I remember something being here, there's just nothing. So like there's no telling where they are.
Did they tell you what direction they were heading to, or like what town they were going to before
No.
they left?
No, they just they were like, hey, we're going to sell stuff,
And
to cook.
your parents would sometimes go to multiple towns even when they
Yeah,
left.
I mean they probably follow a trade route and then come back. So
Yeah.
Well, perhaps once my magic skills grow stronger, I might be able to locate them, but that will probably be for a while.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I've completely given up, but if they're gone, they're gone, and that's just something I have to
Hey,
deal with.
if I haven't given up on looking for my people, you shouldn't give up on looking for your people.
I'm not gonna say I've given up. It's just realistically, like I know it's just like you know, with all we've seen and all we've run into, who's to say, right? Like if I find them, that's fantastic. I'll be very happy. I'll bring them home to meet Jenny, and if we
Right.
don't find them, then that's also just part of it. It's just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know if I hold on to it too long, then it depending on the outcome, it could just be worse, or it's just something that I'm going to just dwell on, and I just can't afford to do that.
Yeah, he's kind of just
Right.
he's been like under the feeling that his parents have been dead for 5 years, and
Yeah.
he's been melded to that.
I see. Okay. Well, like I said, if I come across some way to magically locate them, I'll do so.
That would be awesome.
Um, on a different topic. So, when I was in the library,
You hear a
First
knock
of
on the
all-
door.
I go and open the door.
Shane's like, "Oh, I thought this was Bartleby's room. I'm sorry."
This is Bartleby's room. He's right there
He just like looks in. He's like, "Wait, why are you in here then?"
because we were talking.
Oh, hey, what's up?
You coming in here too?
Yeah, we were gonna. I wanted to work out.
Go on, man. You come on. You can join me.
He's like,
Y'all
"All right,
do this
cool."
every night?
Not every night.
I mean, I do, but like he doesn't always join me.
Welcome. Hey, Zach. And he just like takes his shirt off and the scarf, and he looks normal again, and he starts doing jumping jacks.
Okay.
Anyway,
well,
what
good.
were you saying?
I guess now that you're both here, that's fine. So when I was in the library, I first of all,
Hey,
I
what
wasn't.
was that? You got kidnapped, right? Like, what's that about?
Yeah, what's
I
that
did.
about? Why would you do that?
Why would I get kidnapped?
Yeah, just don't.
I didn't really choose. the guy that attacked me,
Trying
he
to
was
kid.
able to. Okay, well, whatever.
How's
That's
it
fine.
kidnapping?
I don't. It's just a word.
Oh, like abduction?
Yeah, that's a big word for you. Anyway,
What do you mean? I'm not stupid.
anyway, so the yeah, he just knocked me out in one hit, and he took me to some dungeon thing that was like underneath the library. It was pretty fucked up. Anyway, that's not the important part, although that is kind of important. But first off,
They have a dungeon under their library.
That's so
there's
cool.
an entire league of assassins that like
They
apparently
didn't kill
operate.
you and they're assassins? Seems like they do a bad job. He
Yeah,
starts doing
that's
Well,
amazing.
they apparently work for the royals. Like, I mean, he specifically told me to tell the queen, and she seemed to know who he was. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Anyway, that's not the important part. The important part is, while I was in the library, I was trying to do research on the thing. You know, the thing in the room.
What thing? Which room?
That's so very
You
unspecific.
mean the skeleton guy?
No, not him. The doll thing. You know, the marionette looking thing.
What does that mean?
Okay, I know what you mean.
I was doing research on it. First off, their library has got some censorship stuff, so I couldn't figure out exactly what this thing is. However, it got out of the room.
Well, yeah, we saw it get out of the room, right?
Yeah, didn't we? We didn't leave we didn't shut the door.
Well,
At least I don't
I
think we
saw
did.
it.
No.
Well, I saw it.
Yeah, we all saw it.
Yeah, we.
No,
Yeah.
no, I saw it in the library.
Oh,
It followed us into this town.
do you see it now?
I look around.
No.
No,
Oh, well then, what are you worried about?
but it followed us into town.
Yeah, but it's not following you everywhere. Like maybe it was like,
Maybe it knew you were reading about it or something.
yeah, or maybe it was trying to like warn you. Like maybe it was
Maybe it's friendly.
I don't
yeah. I mean,
think
it.
it's friendly.
Did you see it? Did you see it before you were kidnapped or after?
Did it hurt you?
I saw it after, and no, it didn't hurt me.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe if you saw it before, it was trying to like warn you. It was kind of being like, hey, look, things.
What did I remember? What did I read about it in the book? Like exactly.
Oh god, you gotta make me pull that fucking shit up. Hold on. I gotta find what episode it was on.
It was last time on Dragon Ball Z.
It wasn't. Because 4 was the fucking. Hold on, is it 3?
No, it was last time that you
Here it is.
told me.
Yeah, I found it. I gotta find. So you, it's a. Hold on, you don't know the name. It usually stays out of sight, but if it ever comes close, it desires something from you, whether that's help or blood is unknown. It can always see you, even if its eyes aren't on you. Once you've come into contact with it, it is said it will never lose you, and if it's damaged, it will come back whole.
So what I learned about it from the library is that this thing is going to. It apparently wants something from me, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. It also apparently just knows where we are at all times, and also we can't damage it, at least.
Okay, so
technically.
Sounds
I
like something
haven't
we can't
seen
worry
it.
about.
I don't think Champy's seen it because I feel like he would have said something.
Yeah, maybe only you can see it.
So maybe it's only following you. So maybe you need to figure out what it wants from you. Try giving it blood next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
It's
well,
like-
if
it's
it's
like,
waiting
you know.
for you. Ooh.
Yeah, maybe it wants you to like approach it or maybe and like figure out what it wants, and then it'll leave you alone.
Champy starts doing crunches.
Because we haven't seen it.
Hey Tanner.
Well, if I see it again, I will let you know, and then maybe you will also see it.
I don't
Okay, I
want to
mean,
see
yeah.
it.
I don't want to see it either, Champy, but it followed me into the damn library. That's my special area. I already got attacked in there, and then this thing happened. It was not a good library experience for me. Probably one of the worst ones I've had. Definitely worst, like bottom 10.
But it was a big library, right?
Oh, it was huge, man. It was it was so awesome.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, that's I guess that was it. I will I'm going to go back to my room. You guys have fun exercising.
All right.
I'm going to go not sleep, and we'll just meet out in the little hallway there in the morning. So
Yeah, man, get some rest. Maybe you'll have a visitor. Maybe you'll have a
Maybe you'll come
spooky
see you
friend
this
visit
night.
you at night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm locking my door.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll stop it.
Yeah, I know it won't, but it'll make me feel better.
Fair enough.
So y'all work out for another couple hours, and then Champy goes back, puts his scarf on all sweaty, and goes to his room, and then changes in there. Everybody goes to sleep. Couple things happen.
Prophetic dream.
Yeah, so we'll start with Barley. Barley, you
Yay!
find yourself waking up in a dark room.
Do I see a fucking table?
You turn around and do, in fact, see a table with cards on it.
Son of a bitch. Walk over to the table.
So you walk over to the table, and you see some cards that are on it.
Get real tired of your shit table. I close my eyes and slap my hand out on a card.
So you pick up a card, and you turn it over and look at it, and what you see is the name on the card says The Warrior, and you see what appears to be a tall, muscular, half-naked man wearing a brown loincloth, and
I don't want to see this. What?
he has a long, what you would probably assume would be a sword like yours, probably a great sword. Very strong-looking man, kind of looks like a Viking almost. All the other cards on the table, of course, turn into smoke, and then the one in your hand fizzles, jumps out, jumps on the table, turns into smoke as well, and starts spinning around. And then
I mean, that's cool and all, but can he just wear pants next time? Why do I?
You turn around as if something's there with you, of course. You turn back around, table's gone. And normally that's where it ends. And it's not ending.
Uh-oh. I'm like, hello? Can I go back now?
And
I would like to wake up, please.
you feel something attached to your back almost. And you grab back there, and you pull out your weapon somehow.
Huh. That's...
and you feel something coming at you. And you turn and face it, ready to strike down the foe. And you make a pose. It feels almost automatically like you're striking at something, and you strike downward, and you feel as if your sword has hit another sword. You pull back, you come straight from the straight to the right to the left. You feel another block, as if you're fighting something. You feel energetic, adrenaline pumping through you, and then you wake up. All right. So now we go to Soul. Soul, you've been in your trance, and as you do, you fade back in and out, getting to the next spell. And you've done this for several hours. It's probably been like 4 hours since you started doing this. You assume all your friends are probably asleep by now. The room is almost pitch black. You do have a small candle lit so you can look at your book. And in the corner of the room, you see something that wasn't there 2 hours ago when you went to the last trance.
Yes.
And it is that mannequin that is staring at you again.
Hell yeah.
And
I had a feeling it would
the
show
candle
up.
flickers a little bit, and it just stares at you.
I just sit there with it in the dark for a minute. Finally, I say to it, "Do you speak? Do you have a way that I can communicate with you?"
And the mannequin doesn't move or say anything, and the light like flickers from the candle a little bit, as if it kind of obscures it a little bit, and as if the light had almost faded for only a moment. And this mannequin that has its arms, the arms have now touching the wall behind it, as if it's like pushing its hands up against the corner. And yeah, go on.
I just said, I'm like, do you want me to touch the wall too?
The light flickers a little more, and the thing starts, and it comes back, and the thing is now leaning at you, as if it's
Oh.
about to pounce toward you.
Oh, hey man, look. I'm trying to look. I know you want something from me, but I'm trying to figure out what it is, and I don't mind necessarily giving it to you, but I don't know what it is. So you got to help me out here.
And the light from the candle just goes out. And you hear what almost sounds like nails scratching against the wooden walls of your room.
I'm going
from
to.
what it sounds like would have been the corner where it was, it happens, and then absolute quiet. And then it sounds like it's happening behind you.
I'm going to. I'm going to relight the candle.
So you light the candle up, and nothing's in the room.
Do I see the scratch marks?
Nope.
Do I
You
see
know,
the scratch?
that's progress.
Do I see the scratch marks behind me?
Nope.
I'm going to go look in the corner.
Which corner? The corner it originally was in?
Yeah.
So you go over there, and nothing seems wrong. There's been no disturbance, nothing. It doesn't even seem like something's been in this corner.
I'll check the other one too.
And the same. It looks.
I kind of just. I guess I'll just check the whole room. Just
You look under the bed, you don't see anything. You look inside the little nightstand, nothing. It's as if maybe it was all in your mind.
I got you, man. I'm gonna try and make myself have a dream about it.
All right, lucid dreaming. Let's go.
I'm gonna.
I mean, listen. Things keep happening in my dreams against my will anyway. So maybe I can get some information if I like think about it before I go to bed or something. Maybe I'll get a card that shows me something about it.
You know that wouldn't work because you've also tried dreaming with Jenny since has that been happening.
Oh, I've been dreaming about Jenny.
Yeah.
I dream of Jenny. Even.
I go to Soul's room. I kill him.
All right. So anyway, so it's now been a few hours, and you assume it's probably morning. You guess. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Right.
And you hear a knock on your door, and so we'll start with you. You hear a knock on your door.
Okay, I will go and unlock the door and then open it because I assume
the woman
that it's
Drow
still
is standing there. Yeah, the woman Drow is standing there. She says, "Your night is over. I've already gotten one of your friends out of the room. If you'd like to stay a little while longer or come back tonight, please let me know." He is, for some reason, not answering, and she just looks at it, and you see Champy outside, and he's just kind of standing there.
Is he wearing the shit again?
He's wearing it. He's wearing his shit.
I tell her, he had a childhood accident. He can't talk, so.
Okay, you didn't ask. Anyway, y'all are free to stay longer if you'd like, but right now the night is over, so your night's
Oh, well, no, we appreciate it. We were going to head out in the morning anyway.
All right, when you get your other friend, I don't want another weird accident of not talking to somebody again.
That's fine. I will go knock on Bartleby's door.
All right. She just got back to her desk.
That's it.
Bartleby is not in his room.
Excellent.
Bartleby is at the gym.
Excellent.
What? after like a few minutes of not answering, I'm just like, what? I just opened the door.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
What? I look at Champy.
What?
Where did he go?
Just.
Huh? He just shrugs. Jim?
Probably. Let's go.
Working out makes the bad dreams go away.
So you go downstairs and you go over to where the gym is, and Champy finds one of those groups he was melding in with the other day and just goes and stands with them. And he doesn't say anything. He just walks over to a group of drow men who are like just shooting the shit, and he just stands over there and just starts nodding and shit. He's in his element.
Well, do I see Bartleby?
So you go over to the window and you see Bartleby lifting some dumbbells and really just like leaning in and helping another drow put like plates on his fucking bar after that. The other guy's like and just shaking his head, and Bartleby's just over there trying to spot him.
I go in the gym, walking up to Bartleby.
Bartleby, you see this guy like almost about choking on the fucking barbell that's like down on his fucking throat. And you're like, trying to help him.
I lift it a little bit. I'm just like, come on, man, come on. I know you don't understand me, but put your back into it. Fine. Take 10, and I like hoist it up and like put it back on the rack.
He like rolls over onto the floor.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Okay, 2 things. 1, you almost killed that man. 2nd,
I wasn't gonna let him die.
2nd, what the fuck? Why did you come here?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't I come here?
We said we were going to meet outside of our rooms in the morning.
Yeah, I see. I thought we had said that, but then I thought maybe I had like that had been another part of that weird dream that I had with the table. So I just, I just needed to kind of like come de-stress for a minute. Like we talked about my parents, and that just didn't feel good, right? So like I didn't really want to think about all that. So I figured I'd come here for a little while.
That was so you had another one of your weird prophetic dreams last night?
Yeah, this is like the third one, fourth one. I don't know. This is this is another one, and like I was fighting this guy, right? Like I couldn't see him, but he was like a barbarian or something, and like he seemed I don't know if he was mad or if we were just fighting or sparring or whatever, but like we were fighting, and I just woke up really sweaty and stressed out, and I was just like, man, I gotta get these feelings out because feelings are bad, and I don't like them.
Fascinating. Is this fascinating? How very strange. Dreams fascinate me. As an elf, I do not dream, so.
Well, be lucky because dreams just make you feel bad. Apparently,
out of the corner of your eye, so you see the drow that was lifting the weight start crawling away.
Okay.
After another few seconds, Bartleby, you also see this.
I go, oh no, hey, we're not done here.
Turns around, just runs off.
Whatever, I'll get him later.
Okay. Since you brought it up, I actually maybe we could try to, while we're in town, try to figure out more about your dreams.
Yeah, sure, we could talk to like somebody, I guess.
Great, to the library.
Oh no! Why? Do you want to get kidnapped again? Do you want me to get kidnapped? Is this been your plan the whole time?
No, you're
Fiend.
No.
One of you is gonna come with me, and that way, I don't get kidnapped. But also, I want to try to find a book or something to maybe try to interpret your dream.
Oh, okay. Well, lift this and then we'll go.
Lift.
I just pointed at the rack. I'm like, he couldn't do it. I want to see if you can.
I can't do that. I can already tell you.
What's your max load?
Okay, hold on. So lifting off the ground, I can lift 120 pounds.
Okay, what's the other load?
So my max carry load is 60.
Okay, great.
Off ground is 120.
Okay, are you gonna get under the bar?
I'm like, do I really need to like? Are you really
Listen, if I have to go into your element, you have to spend some time in mine. Your master will be proud, probably, if you don't die.
Okay, fine. I'll amuse you, but I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to lift this thing.
That's fine. Listen, just give it a shot, and that's all. That's all that matters.
All right, so you get under the bar, and so it's mounted over you. So you try to start pushing the bar up to lift it. You can. So it's not moving.
I'm like, oh. Gotcha.
Would you like to help him get it off the rack?
No, that's if he can't even lift the bar.
What's your overhead? What's your
me?
Him.
Overhead is 60. It's the same as max load.
Oh yeah, that's good then. Yeah, I was right then. All right. Yeah, you ain't getting that shit off.
I'm like, it's we'll work on this later. Let's go to the.
I told you I wasn't gonna be able to lift it. I can lift it.
I mean, I know, but I just I hope that maybe something good would happen.
If that guy that's in the gym all the time can't do it, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do it.
I mean, he's clearly not in the gym all the time if he can't lift this. I mean, this is a 45-pound bar probably another 60 pounds. I mean, he clearly does not spend enough time here.
I look and see how much weight he actually has put on this thing.
Oh yeah, it's a 45 pound with like 30 on each side.
Bartleby, this thing weighs almost as much as I do.
Right. You should at least be able to lift yourself.
Well, I can't. So,
Well, that's fine, I guess.
all right.
Disappointed, just sad.
All right. So let's gather Champy and let's go to.
So as you go outside, you notice a couple things about the group that Champy's standing around. One, there's a guy who's like talking about this like switchblade knife he has out, and you see another guy who's like just chugging a beer that he just took out of the bar and is literally on the road with it. And there's like probably 7 other drow in this fucking group. And they're just big middle-aged men just all shooting the shit. And just Champy's just standing there.
Do they have any more beer?
As far as you can tell, it's just the one guy.
Yeah.
And he does like nudge the beer at Champy, and Champy's like, and he just like raves his hand, and the guy's like, pfft. And so he just starts drinking it again. And they're all just like pretty much either directly talking to the guy with the beer or looking at the knife. And Champy's just like kind of just nestled in the back of the group and like kind of looking at the knife so nobody looks at him too much.
Champy, we're going to the library.
He just like turns and looks at you and he's like, ah.
Come on. You can talk to your friends later.
And he hits one of the guys in the back and walks over to you. Champy's like, I don't know why that keeps working. He's like,
I mean, listen, it's like, sometimes you just need the strength of your body and your heart to get along with the strangest of people.
He just like kind of looks at Soul.
Yeah, he's an aberration. We don't talk about that. Let's get out of here.
Ha! I'm actually an elf.
See, you see what I mean? He could have just let it slide, and he had to talk. He just had to say book things.
Champy's like, okay, let's go.
So all right, to the library.
So you're walking to the library. Y'all see this giant stone door on this 2-story building. It gets open. As he goes in, you see what he saw the other day, which would be there's a guy on the left on a far long table who has just like this card of books, and he's like going over it with his hand and like flipping through several pages at a time. You see this librarian lady who is sitting at the desk. You see 2 ascending staircases, one on each side, and there is pretty much a big wooden pole behind her that has like how there's like the circular bars that have like an inside circular where they put stuff on. It's like that, and then there's a desk that goes around it. So you're in the library again somehow.
Yeah. All right. So I will go and ask the librarian. I'll be like, greetings and salutations again.
She's like, oh, hello. How can I help you?
Do you have any books on dream interpretation?
That's a really weird question. I don't actually know. She's like, is there like another term I can use to look at? She's like flipping through a little bitty index.
Maybe like fortune telling or like mysticism or divination.
Divination would be probably the closest, but I don't know how much of that we actually keep in stock. If you'd like to, you can ask. She like points her finger at the man in the corner who's like skimming the books with his fingers. You can ask that guy. He would know if we still have any books that have divination in them.
Perfect.
You do know which guy this is, by the way.
Yes, I am aware. I tell the group I'm going to be right back.
You don't want us to come with you? Oh.
No, I don't. I go over to the guy.
All right, so you go over to the guy, and as you get closer to him, he like sees you coming, and he like puts his hand in the book and closes the book over it, and he like slides it to the side a little bit, so it's closed.
Yes.
Is this the pale elf?
No.
Okay.
Right. Hi. Yes, I'm.
May I
I'm
help
aware
you?
of what you're doing. Yes, actually, you
Oh,
might be able to.
that's a weird way to start that sentence. What am I doing?
Well, uh, I sort of I sit next to him and I lean in and I'm like, I'm guessing you're with the guild.
I'm with the what? I can't hear you.
The guild.
The guild of what?
You know, they you guys two of them kidnapped me.
I didn't do anything. I've been sitting here reading books.
Right. I didn't mean you specifically. I didn't mean you specifically. I meant just compatriot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not important. Um. Uh. Do you know if there are any books here about dream interpretation or things in that category?
Not specifically dream interpretation. Do you have another search term that I could help you with?
You know, just like fortune telling, mysticism, divinations,
Prophecies.
prophecy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um.
That could maybe work.
Hmm. Hmm. And he like pulls out a small little bitty pamphlet. Uh, and it's a very small little bitty book of a pamphlet. And he's like, so this is a thing. But it's a bunch of superstition. You wouldn't want to read something like this. He just like puts it on the desk.
Maybe. I mean, it. You know,
And
it wouldn't
he
necessarily hurt to
waves his hand over the title of the book, and his ring glows a little bit. And hold on, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to make a spellcraft check here to recognize a spell.
Fuck yeah.
Let me look at the DC.
Oh. Okay,
Identify spell being cast is 15 plus spell level. All right, go ahead.
All right, come on. Ooh, I gotta do. Let's see. I got a 21.
All right. You notice the man just cast erase on the title of the book, and you know that can probably erase a couple of pages of details. So, at the very least, he just cleared the first few pages of that book.
Oh.
He's like, so that's not going to help you.
Like, okay. I mean, it might have, but clearly you didn't want me to.
What do you mean? He like flips to the first page, see it's empty.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Do you have anything else then?
What would I be looking for exactly? Prophecies didn't work. Dream interpretation didn't work. What would you like?
I mean, my friend is having weird dreams. I just want to see if you
He
have
like leans
anything.
over. Does your friend belong to a religion?
Oh, he does actually. He is actually a follower of Cord, the god of strength.
So he is having magical dreams that are telling him the future, I assume, if you're saying prophetic dreams. And
Well,
he's
yeah,
religious.
kind of.
Have you thought about talking to one of his religious officials or an oracle even?
I mean,
some places have those. They're temples, you know.
well, now I feel stupid now that you're bringing it up, but no, I haven't thought of that. But that would be a good idea.
Yes, I would look for somebody who knows of his religion. That'd probably be your best shot.
Really, there's no books here.
Probably none anymore.
All right, whatever, fine.
Can you hold on? Can you identify a magic item?
I mean, I have that spell. I don't have it prepared, but
is
like,
that the only way you can do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I mean, theoretically, I could cast Detect Magic
Oh, you
on
don't. Yeah, you don't really need to do that though.
the item, and then like I can know what type of spell. Like I could know like the school of magic that it has, but for me to actually know exactly what the item is, I'd have to use Identify.
Uh, yeah, or you could make a 30 or higher spellcraft check. Is understand a strange or unique magical effect.
I mean that is theoretically possible for me
But
to
you already
do.
made the spellcraft check, so we're gonna say
Yeah,
no.
I would have to roll very high.
We're gonna say no.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
So that's what you were told.
Cool. I will go back to them disappointed. Okay, we have to leave the library.
Woo!
Instead, we need to go. We need to find a temple.
What kind of temple?
Well, honestly, it's probably gonna have to be a temple to Lolth, considering where we are. Because I don't think they have a temple to Cord down here.
How do you feel about this information, Bartleby?
Hard pass. I'll we can find a temple to cord later.
You know
I'll
what? That's fine. You. I'll go alone. You guys can.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
worked out
Finish
well
up
for you
these.
going to the library alone.
I don't want to know what the freaky people think of my dreams.
Okay. Well, how about here? I I I take Karudrum off my shoulder and I hand it to Bartleby. Here, take the bird with you. Um,
Oh, why do I
if I
got
get
the bird?
if I get if I get kidnapped again, he'll let you know.
Or just don't get kidnapped.
Shame's like, we can
I
just leave. We can
Yeah,
just
like
leave this
we
place.
don't have to be here. Like we can find a temple later. Like we
it's
don't.
fine. This will take me like 30 minutes tops. Just we need to get more supplies anyway. Why don't you guys go get supplies and I will go to the temple and I will talk to the priestesses.
All right. How are we gonna get supplies without you?
Yeah, who's gonna do the talking?
Hold on. I pull, I pull out a piece of parchment and my ink and quill, and I write on there in Elvish, "Hello, we do not speak Elvish. Uh, we need provisions. Thank you."
That's gonna be really helpful.
This just seems insulting.
What are they gonna do with this?
I give it to Bartleby, and I'm like, "Go and just go to a general store and give them that piece of paper.
Okay, and they're not gonna look at me like I'm a crazy person.
They're gonna look at you like you're a crazy person, but there you go."
Or
We can just
you
wait.
could just we'll just wait. You go talk to your freaky spider people and we'll
We can go back to the gym.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I wonder if that
Fine.
guy's got any more beer.
Oh, we can
I
go to the
will
bar.
come. I'll
Wait,
come
can you
meet you at
write?
the
Can you
gym.
write? We need beer on this.
Yeah. Right one that says we need beer.
Fine. I write on the parchment. I scratch that stuff out. I write on there. Hello, we do not. Or I don't write it. I don't scratch out the part about we don't speak Elvish, but I scratch out the part about the supplies,
Provisions.
and I write, "Can we have?" Let's see. I just sort of look at them. 3 mugs of beer each, please.
Nice.
And then I hand it to him. Okay, give that to the bartender.
All right. So now you have this tent. Congratulations, guys.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right. so I will. So I will go to the temple. Or I'm assuming we saw a temple of Wolf.
All right. So before you do that, I'm going to send them to the bar because it's going to be way funnier.
Okay, that's fine.
So Shampy and Barley, you both go to the bar that was underneath the little hotel, motel, Holiday Inn thing you were at.
Uh-huh.
You walk in, and you go up to what appears to be a younger twink man who is cleaning glass.
Why did you have to say it like that?
He's a drow.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so what do you want to do when you see this man?
I hand him the note, I guess.
He like looks at it and looks at you, and he just goes over and grabs 3 cups in each hand, and he just fills one individually, one individually, and he comes back and he puts 3 beer on the table in front of you, and he's like, and he holds out his hand and he says
Something in
in
Elvish.
Undercommon, because you don't speak Elvish. Blah, 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 blah.
I just give him like 3 gold.
And he takes it and he's like, ooh, and he puts it in his pocket. He comes back and he gives it to and he does it to Champy, and he says it's something in Undercommon to him as well. And Champy's like,
just like give him 3 gold, and then we can go hang out with those guys and drink beer.
He's like, okay, and then he just like hands him 3 gold.
I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to this note. This might come in handy later.
This is important. You'll need that for later.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Hell yeah! So we just go. I take my 3 mugs of beer and we go back to near the gym where those guys are hanging out, and we just start drinking.
Yep, that's good.
All right.
You know, have fun at your spider temple, nerd.
So you walk up to what appears to be a temple. On the outside, there is a spider sitting on top of pretty much what it looks like a weather vane. The way it spins around. Of course, there's no wind, so it doesn't matter. You go in and you see several things that are stained glass. You'll see a drider. You'll see a big spider. And you'll see a spider that is half eating a drow. And you also see on the opposite end drows that are stabbing orcs.
Lovely art, I sort of say to myself.
You see a older drow who's sitting wearing his robes with a book in front of him as if he's getting ready to practice a sermon at the end.
Fantastic. I will go speak to him, I guess.
Yep, he's ready there.
I walk up and say in Elvish, "Greetings and salutations."
And he says, "Blessings be upon you, young brother."
Yes. I was hoping I have a religious question and was hoping you might be able to assist me.
Oh, dude, I think I have something for this from way earlier in the game that I never got to use. Hold on.
Oh, good.
This is going to be awful, and I love it.
That's always good to hear.
That's not it. Is it in the first one? So I think it's in this other one. Did I write it? Hold on. I gotta find it. I'm pretty sure I wrote something about a church if you wanted to go to it. Oh, yeah. Here it goes. Great. All right. So what did you want to say to him?
I say to him, I have a religious question that I was hoping you would be able to assist
excellent. Well, let me escort you over here so we can talk shop, so to speak. And he brings you over to a small table, and it's in front of this spider statue. And in front of it, he puts down this little small red candle, and he lights it. And he closes his hands, and he says, "You can speak to the candle if you want to pray to Lolth."
Do I know what this is?
This is an altar to Lolth. That's just
right.
Okay.
I didn't know if this was like he was like
no.
actually
he's like now. You can ask any question in front of her goddess. If you like, you can want to talk to her directly. You can just think your thoughts and prayers, and if she has a reaction, she will let you know.
Oh boy!
In her house.
You're glad we're not there.
This is a great place to ask about a different god.
I'm just like, I'm like sweating.
You can also make confessions to her if you'd like, and she can forgive you.
Man, remember when we said that we could just leave? That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. Okay. All right. Oh boy.
You can
All right,
ask anything in front of her.
right. So I'll just I'll lay it down for you real
Oh,
straight
Jesus.
up like uh so one of my friends is having these strange visions when he sleeps, and I was just trying to figure out what they might mean.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Now when you say visions, can you be more specific? Like, what does that mean? Vision. Visions of
Well,
what?
well, so last night he well, okay, so all of them involve him standing in a dark room and there's a table. And then on the table are these cards. And he picks up a card and the card has some type of image on it. And then usually that image,
Oh, this sounds like a prophetic dream.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And
that's great. And your friend is. Oh, I see. He's too embarrassed to come and ask about it himself.
uh well, yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, if it's anything involving Loth, I'm sure I can help you.
Okay, I don't know if it is, but
Yeah, man. Yeah,
hopefully
this can only
No,
go well.
no. See, these things, they're usually, if it's a vision of the future, it's usually granted by their divine being. So if he is a follower of Loth, of course, we would be able to help guide those dreams.
Right. Okay. So the one that he had last night,
Oh, baby.
Yes.
the card had the card had like a barbarian looking guy on it, and then he started
Can't believe
fighting.
you're still doing this.
This doesn't
He
sound.
started
This
did
doesn't
you
he
sound
started
right.
fighting an invisible man.
Literally could have just left.
You got any idea what that would
And about fighting, and then
True.
you see the candle like have a larger flame, and and the guy just turns at it. And he's like, oh,
oh,
Truly could have just fucked off.
and the candle starts melting faster, as if it's burning through the wick super fast. And he's like, that's
Jesus.
strange.
is that a good thing?
It's no. That usually means she
Oh.
grows impatient with your question. Are you
Oh.
hiding information?
Oh, God. Even God gets impatient with you.
No, not really. I mean, that's what he told me the dream was about. So
Fucking
I
Cooper.
wonder why Loth isn't happy you're asking it.
I can think of several reasons.
The candle is
maybe
melting
it's
much faster.
maybe it's because I'm not a drow and my presence angers her.
Yes.
Does that
No. Well, as long as you are a follower of Loth, or your friend is that you're speaking of, then I couldn't see a problem.
right?
After he says this, the candle just perks in like more of a fire, and it like you can hear the wax hitting the table. It's going so fast, and it's going down. He's like, your friend's a follower of Loth, right?
Well, that's I think I got my answer. Awesome. I will. You have a good rest of your day. Have fun.
The candle just goes out, and he's like,
sermon stuff.
yes. You have a wonderful day. Blessings be upon you, and may Loth guide your journey.
Yep. Same to you. Same to you. I'm going to leave.
Just sitting there, me and Chamber just sitting there drinking our beer, just chilling.
So as you walk up, you notice that all the guys in the party now have beer after they saw Champy and the human have a beer with them. They've all just gotten into getting a drink, and
Fantastic.
and they're like cheersing, and one of them gets their arm around Champy, and he's like singing this like what appears to be some classic drow song in Undercommon with him, and Champy's just like going with him and like humming along, and it's just like fucking trying his best.
Nice. Yeah. I walk up to them and I
Hey, did you find anything?
no, it did not go well.
What the hell do you mean it didn't go? What did you do?
We I, uh, uh, I might
Laughter's
have.
not the answer I was looking for. What did you do?
So you're. I kind of take him aside. So you're a. So you might have a better understanding of this than I would. Although I have studied religion quite a bit. I might have accidentally pissed off Loth.
Why?
I wasn't. I wasn't trying to. It's
That
just
means a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what Los cares about. That your intentions weren't bad.
I can't tell if you're being facetious or not.
Oh, I'm being angry. We could have just
Okay.
left. Remember when me and Champi said we wanted to leave, but you were like, no, let's go to the temple of the god that has nothing to do with him.
I didn't know the guy was going to put me in a fucking audience with Lol herself.
What else would he do? Why would you go to a temple if you wouldn't? We need to leave. We just need to leave. We need to leave. We need to leave.
Shambi just
Gonna
turns
answer
and
my
starts
question.
nodding at you like he's just been way over his head talking to these people the whole time.
Champy, time to go, buddy.
And he just like cheers and drinks the rest of the beer and like throws it on the ground, and the other guy's like, yeah, and he does the same, and Shambi just like walks the fucking away. He's like, please get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we need to go.
Uh,
Someone decided to fuck everything up.
It's probably fine.
It's probably not.
it's fine.
Let's go. Let's go.
Anyway.
Let's get out of here. Let's go.
I asked him. So do you guys use like special red candles in any like rituals of yours, or is that
No.
Okay?
Why?
I was just trying to figure out exactly what happened. That's all.
Bartleby lays hands on himself to cure his migraine
Congratulations. You -1 lay hands on him.
because he is truly mentally falling apart right now.
You heal 1 point.
Nice. Okay, well let's fine. Let's get
Yeah,
supplies
yeah.
and then
No, yeah, let's. You know what?
Seems like we can just leave.
But we need food. We don't know when the next town is going to be.
yeah, we'll get supplies. It's fine.
All right. So you go somewhere.
So it took us it took us what, like 10-ish days to get here? Is that right? Or am I way off?
I don't know.
I genuinely don't remember.
We'll get enough supplies to whatever, like to last however long it took us to get here, plus like a couple days more, I guess.
I'm trying to find if I have. Oh yeah, you can buy at least another week. It would be probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Uh,
Because before we left the last city, I bought 3 weeks worth of supplies.
that's what
so,
Champy bought also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
what
I guess
bought.
we'll just I guess we'll just refill our like what we used pretty
I'm trying to
much.
figure out how much that was. Hold on. I have it written down like 10.5 gold for 3 weeks of rations, which I don't remember if that's the right number, but that's what I wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
So just go ahead and take 10 gold out. That's what you're gonna be paying.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Yes, it will have to be, won't it?
Do you need to buy anything else, Magic Man?
I bought a wand.
Okay. Do you want to buy any scrolls or learn any spells?
I mean, no, I'm good.
All right. I guess you're good then.
I'm trying to save up money to get a headband of
A pearl of speech for Elvish. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, that would have been helpful for some people.
Nah, it's fine. So y'all start leaving in the way that you're directed. And you get out of all the nicer part of town, and then you kind of find an empty area. And as you still go a little more further, you see what appears to be almost buildings that look exactly the same as the other town's buildings. This has been maybe like a 20-minute walk. It's not been far. It's almost astonishing how close this other town is. And it feels like they should have probably mentioned if there was another drow town this close.
Hmm.
So you get closer to the buildings and you notice something amiss. These buildings seem like they've been abandoned, or it's just really old, or something of the sort. They've been here for a while. Nobody probably lives here. Based on the first few houses you looked in, you just looked in their windows. And also in the first few buildings, all the finer things have been taken out. All the clothes, all the curtains, anything of the sort. All the fixtures are still there, but like plates that are probably nicer are gone. The
think we
burglars
might
still live there.
Just be in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah. So you go through the first few buildings and you notice this, and I'm going to give y'all a chance to make a spot check.
I love chances to make spot checks.
16.
Hey,
Yeah.
I also got a 16.
Hey, that's pretty good. Let's see if this thing has a hot check. Skills hide. All right, what'd I get? 16.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's Champy's roll. That's pretty good. And that thing rolled better. So Champy rolled 18 minus 1. So you got 17. The third thing is
So we all made about the same.
yeah, you did. Anyway, so y'all go through and y'all are peeking through these homes, and you see every so often you just see a few small spiders in the windows.
Hmm.
And you keep walking, and you get kind of to like what appears to be an opening in the town. And I need to look at something real fast because I should have had this pulled up and I forgot about it. Oops, I need 3.5, sir. Thank you. Y'all see something coming out of one of the houses, coming at you. Across the ground, there seems to be a small swarm of spiders running in your direction. You get to make an initiative roll now.
I'm kind of scared to kill these things.
13.
I got a 17.
Okay, we got a 12. They got a 14. So 17 goes first, and then the spiders, and then everything else.
Oh God!
Turn yourself into a spider. That'll help.
I feel like that'd make it worse.
Probably.
You know, maybe, who knows? I mean, listen, we're already being attacked by spiders. I don't know if it's going to get much
Oh yeah,
worse.
they're running straight at you in a beeline.
So it's like
It's a swarm.
Right. I have to look something up.
You're allowed to make a knowledge check about these if you'd like. I'm not sure what they would be. I assume nature.
I mean, they're just if they're regular spiders, yeah, I would think nature. But sure. Oh my God, I got a nat 20. That's
Vermin is
32.
Yeah, 32 and unidentify them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that because there's just a bunch of small insects, they're actually immune to weapons.
Right.
You also know since they're spiders, they have tremor sense. But they're also very squishy, so and also they can poison you. So good luck.
Well, since they have tremor sense, that's not gonna really work. All right. Now this is something that's not specified in the books and is a topic of discussion among DMs. So I need to get your opinion on it.
Yeah.
Grease.
Yes.
Is it flammable?
It is.
I will cast grease.
All right. You cast grease under the swarm. Congratulations. It has to make a save, I believe.
It makes a reflex save.
It nat 20'd.
I figured it would do well. That's perfectly fine.
How big is this thing of grease?
Give me 1 second. It's a 10 foot by 10 foot square.
Okay. Did you center it on them?
I
Put
I
it.
kind of wanted to cast it like so they're running at us. I
Yeah.
wanted to cast it so that they like run into it.
Okay.
So not like
That's
directly
fine.
centered on them, but yeah.
So they got like 15 feet they gotta run through it of.
Yeah.
They have to move at half speed in it. Is that right?
Um they have to make a if they want to move at it through full speed, they have to make a balance check.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna roll that then, since they're next.
Yeah.
What's the balance check?
They just need a 10.
Oh, they made it. So they're gonna run
Yeah.
out of it and at you. They are now
Right.
within 20 feet of you. It is
Okay.
now. What'd you roll for initiative, Barbie?
Fuck. 16.
You get to go. Wait, you rolled a 16?
Is that what?
No.
Oh, then I've moved my dice and I don't remember.
I think you were next. Because 16 would have gone, I think.
As
It doesn't.
it's currently sitting on 14, and I may have just
It
moved it
doesn't.
after I rolled.
It doesn't really matter. It just like all we know is that like I go, then the spiders go, and then the
Yeah,
other two
y'all
go.
go. So, go ahead if you'd like.
All right, so you said they're immune to weapons.
Yeah, someone knows that.
Yeah.
Will he say this to us, or am I about to attack with a sword?
Oh.
I'm waiting on Soul to answer.
I kind of am like I don't even know how to how that would come up.
I mean,
even.
you're gonna see a bunch of spiders. It's is not one spider. You can think if you want to hit one with a fucking sword.
Yeah, I mean it's just a bunch of itty bitty little spiders. So
I just need to like stomp on them.
Oh.
I guess
Maybe.
I was gonna try to light them on fire.
Would you like to try stomping on them?
I mean, what I don't know what else I can do.
That would be an unarmed strike.
Let's see.
And it will deal 1d4 plus your strength bonus.
I don't have.
You know what? I actually, because I would know this, I just tell them I'm like, we need to. If we lure them back into the grease, we can light it on fire.
Oh, we do that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But they're, I mean, your swords and stuff are not really going to work very well. We need to just like try to light these motherfuckers on fire.
Or we stomp them. We can stomp them twice.
They're okay. If you get bit by one of these things, I don't know how bad their poison is. So just be very careful if that's what you're going to try.
What if I just like take my lantern and like smash, or like a torch or like a lantern and like smash it on them?
That's an improvised weapon. I believe that's also 1d4. And then plus the fire damage.
It actually says under swarm vulnerabilities that a lit torch counts as an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
And it deals fire damage per hit.
Yeah. So it'd be improvised weapon and then. You take a -4 on your attack roll when wielding or throwing an improvised weapon. So you can throw it also if you like. Size. So it's going to be a d4 of fire damage.
You said take a -4.
You get a -4 and you don't apply your strength bonus if you're fire.
Okay. That's gonna be a 23
to hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you hit it then.
So it's a D4.
Yeah, roll a 1d4.
That is a 3.
All right, so it does 3 damage to it.
And then I'm gonna use my second attack.
Yep.
That is gonna be a.
You're just hitting it with the fucking torch, right?
17. Yeah.
Pretty much.
17 hits it. Roll another d4.
That is 4.
All right, so you've done 7 damage to the swarm. Champy, seeing that it's pretty fucking. You pretty much got a lot of them. He's gonna try stomping on them.
Oh, Champy.
And I'm trying to figure out what it is to attack. Oh, it's to be a melee damage. What's his melee to attack?
It's a
I'm sure it's high enough.
D3.
So he gets a 25 to hit,
Nice.
and he needs to roll a D4. And he rolled 1. Cool. He does it again. 9 plus. Yeah. So he hits, and he rolls it again. And he rolls 2 damage. So Champy stomps out the rest of them, and you're like, whew.
Well,
Now we definitely have to leave.
I need to see something. Okay, I need to roll a D4 for something. Cool. You have a round of actions you can make now.
I would like to haul ass.
Which direction?
Whatever direction we were traveling to, get the fuck out of here.
All right, so you saw these specifically come out of a singular house. You can run, if you keep running straight, let's say that the house is just to your right. You can keep running straight instead if you'd like. Would you like to do that?
I look at Sol and I'm like, eh?
Yeah, and when we pass over my puddle of grease, like I guess we run like around it.
You want to dispel?
No. I want to light it on fire behind me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out a torch as well, and I'm going to light it on fire.
Cool. So you do that.
Just in case any try to follow us, they have to go through that.
You make a full round of movement. You are now. How far is y'all's full round movement actually?
If it didn't run in heavy armor 3 times movement speed?
Yeah.
What is it? It's 4 for otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Champy's 80 feet.
So I have 75.
So.
I mean, I can run a lot faster than them, but I'm gonna keep up with them. I'm not gonna just leave.
So you're also about 80 feet. As you turn around, you see that house. Another swarm of spiders comes running out of it, and it gets about 20 feet. And it runs around the fire. You're now 50 feet away from it. You would like to make a run again? Yes?
Yeah.
Before you start
I will.
Yes.
I was gonna say I'll run, but if it gets within like.
Oh no, they're not gonna outrun you.
Okay, that's fine.
As you start getting outside of town, you make another movement speed. You hear this shrieking of a scream of a whale that came from that house's direction. It is almost sickening. This voice that you're hearing, like nails going down glass in someone's throat, as they're just like vomiting blood, and it just makes your ears feel like they want to come off your head, so you don't have to hear this.
Man, I sure am glad we got the fuck out of there.
So that's cool. So good job, you avoided that fight. It's gone now.
Yeah, I figured there was some weird spider motherfucker in there that I was not about to deal with.
Yeah, so you've avoided that. After another like 20 minutes, you probably just stop running and you realize nothing's actually chasing you. I can close this tab. I don't need it anymore.
Okay, good.
So that's cool. You go through the Underdark for a little bit, and you go over what seems to be kind of like a ridge made of stone, and you jump down. And you don't even have to be Champy to see this thing in front of you. In front of you, a little bit of ways, you can see torches in the distance. They're not very large torches, but there seems to be quite a few of them, and they're spread out.
We approach cautiously, I guess.
All right. So as you get closer, you see what appears to be like, in this part of it, the cave, there seems to be like soil and loose dirt, not as much rock. And under each of these torches, and like not under them, but like near them, there seems to be like what appears to be like tombs of sorts, or graves markers. Nothing has been written on them, but you just see little bitty crosses and stuff. And an old, broken, rusty weapon, maybe sticking out of the ground, stuff of such.
Why does everything down here have to be so weird?
You do
That's the
notice that
Underdark.
the torches have been, they're not like eternal torches or anything. So somebody has lit these things within probably the last day.
Hmm.
How far can everybody see? Barbara, you got 30 feet of vision, right?
I say I don't have low light vision, so I can
Yeah.
see as far as I can see.
Mr. Elf, you have
You
low
know.
light vision, right?
I do have low light
So
vision.
you can see 60 feet.
Indeed.
You just see a lot more torches as space goes on.
Mm.
I need to see how far this thing can see again. So you walk for. Are you just gonna walk through this place? Are you gonna run? What do you want to do?
I mean, we should like probably look at it as long as there's no spider or spider accessories.
Yeah, nothing feels threatening. Again, it just feels like it's almost this could have been a battlefield and people just have been buried where they died. Maybe. The soil has been stained a little bit. You can see, but God knows how long ago it's been.
And near, do I see like? As you said, there's like soil and stuff, right?
Yeah, this is like
Do,
just dirt, pretty much.
do I see like footprints or anything near like where the torches have been lit?
There's a beaten path that goes pretty much down a line, on each line. Do you have tracking or what is it called? Survival. Do you have ranks in survival
Hold on, let me look.
to track this?
No, I just have +1 to it because of wisdom.
And then no, you're not gonna be able to notice any tracks or anything. It's just beaten dirt. And it's been beaten for a while.
I mean, I guess we could go this way. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as we don't run into any fucking spider people.
So after you travel, I don't know, about 150 feet, you start getting closer to what seems to be the end of all the graves. You still see some more torches in front of you, and it seems to be an extension of whatever's going on. Like somebody has literally just made this path. After another, how far did I just say you went? 100?
150.
Yeah, so after another After another 30 feet, Mr. Low Light Vision, you can give me a spot check.
I got a 10.
Nope. You see what appears to be a shack of some sort, maybe some kind of building in the distance. I'm just gonna let y'all walk a few more feet. You get another 30 feet away, and the building kind of comes into view for you. So you just see it has outlines. There's stuff on the outside of the building that you don't really recognize. Barley, give me a spot. I'm gonna let Champy make one as well now.
All right. 12.
All right. Champy sees a little better. He has like a 16. He sees his building. It has outlines. There seems to be another smaller building on the outside of it, on the right. And it has some kind of, I don't know, symbol above it that he can't really make out. Yeah, a little closer. And this building is now coming to view pretty well. And you see what appears to be a man in the upstairs window just looking down at you. You can't see him too well, but because it's so dark down there, but you do see him staring at you. Barbie, you you don't have knowledge in religion, right, Soul?
I have knowledge of religion.
All right, give me a knowledge religion roll.
Sweet. Okay, that's gonna be a 16.
All right. I'm just gonna say you probably know it then because you've been hanging out with Barley. Barley, you see over so the house is kind of like 2 stories, and then there's a small shack on the right side. Above the first story of the house, there's kind of a porch. Not a porch. The thing that goes over the porch. What's it called? Like the roof that just extends over the house, right? On top of that, before you get to the window, you notice what appears to be a 8-pointed star made out of spears and maces. Say that to you. Soul, you recognize this because you've seen it so much.
Yeah.
This is a symbol of
like,
cord.
hey, isn't that?
That's weird.
And the man upstairs that you briefly saw comes downstairs and opens the door, and out comes walking a 4.5-foot dwarf. He is got an eye patch over his left eye. Over his right eye, you see a diagonal cut that you're not sure if how long it's been there. It's been stitched up and healed by now, but it's still there.
Scar.
Yeah, he has a long red beard and a almost white eye. It is so bright colored. Give me a knowledge about that, actually, because I need you to know. Is it nature for humanoids?
Yes, it is.
All right, give me that knowledge, so I can let you know how much you should know about dwarves.
Okay. That's going to be an 18.
All right. You know that this is unnatural color, both his hair and his eye. Dwarves shouldn't be. Dwarves normally have a darker brown or to gray scale, maybe even black hair, and his eye should be at best a blue to a brown, whichever one is probably. But this is.
I think I know what this is. Can I tell what color his skin is?
His skin, it's normal color. He looks like a normal dwarf outside of his hair and his eye.
Okay.
And out comes this dwarf, and he just comes walking at you, and he's like, "Howdy! I saw y'all coming the whole way. Y'all enjoy your trip?"
Once we got away from the spider people.
He's like, "Oh, I hate those fucking people. I've been down here for a while." This man is clearly an old dwarf. Like, he is a. He's a fit man, but he is. If that other elf lady was like at the end of her lifestyle, this guy's got to be probably like within the last like 30 years of his. And he lives like
as we're like walking up, I like pull out my holy symbol that's like around my neck, so it like hangs on in front of my armor.
And he just like waves at you, and he's like, "Hello, my brother, I see."
Yes.
And he,
what brings you down here?
He's like, "Oh,"
to this hellish place.
You also see a great sword hanging over his shoulder, so he also has one. And he's like, "This is where I found my mission in life, to kill a bunch of evil things and fight in the name of Cord."
A good mission if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, I know. It's one of the best things I've done in my life. A lot of my brothers died down here, and I prayed to Cord, and this is where he sent me. And
I like this guy.
Yeah, and he's like, and I've been blessed by that God, my God, and I will follow his every wish and fight anywhere he desires me. That's why I've given a lot for him, and I have. That's a long story. Why don't y'all come in? I can get you some food.
Yeah, absolutely. When he turns around,
yeah,
and walks inside, I whisper to Bartleby, "Hey, I need you to detect evil in this guy."
What? Why? What?
Just do it.
Okay, weirdo. He's down here killing evil. I don't think he's evil. I cast detect evil.
You don't detect evil.
See, there's nothing.
Okay. Well,
don't be rude. This is the nicest person we've met since we left town.
Suspiciously nice.
What he worships Cord, kills evil. I don't see what your problem is.
He never specifically said he worships Gordon.
Why would he have the symbol here and call me brother? You know, I mean, you're just being weird. Why don't you go get kidnapped in a library again, nerd?
Just keep your
Oh yeah,
keep your eyes off
Champy's
yourself.
also not in disguise anymore. He took that shit off when you left
No,
town.
thank God.
Good.
Yeah. So y'all go into the house, and this man just like has a little lit fire on a furnace, and he brings you over some fried shrooms that he has been harvesting from the walls. And he's like, it's not much, but ooh, this is some tasty stuff. You put the right rock salt on it. He just like crushes a rock up, and you're like, there you go.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yes. He like just starts chewing one. He's like, they're always so rubbery though. I hate them.
What if we like pull out some of like my dried meat? I'm like, what if we add a little meat to it?
Oh my god, thank you. I haven't had meat in so long. He's like, you want here? Just throw it on the stove. I got it. Hold on. He starts frying that bitch up. Oh yeah. And he just like he just like puts it on the plates, and he's just like looks at it. And he's like grabs first thing. Goes, oh, it's so good.
So while he's frying stuff,
Yeah.
I want to cast detect magic.
Nothing super feels magic about him. His blade feels a little magical, but outside of that, he doesn't feel like he's emitting anything.
Like when you say it feels magic, like
it's a magic weapon.
Okay. Can I tell what kind of enchantment's on it?
Not unless he unscabbards it, probably.
Interesting. Okay.
And he puts his sword down, beside him as he starts eating, and he gives y'all the plates of food. And he's like, it's good to have guests. We haven't had any for a while. Me and hold on, what does he call the sword? Me and Starkvan over here just. All I've been having.
Do I see it? Does he like motion at his sword?
Yeah, he's like petting it.
I'm like, oh man, I've been thinking about naming my weapon. I've just, I don't want to give it a dumb. I'm just worried I'm going to say something stupid.
Ask Cord. Pray to him.
Hey, listen. Yeah, we can just leave this elf down here, right? Like he can eat mushrooms. We could.
Oh.
Man, I'll lean over to Champion. I'm like, maybe we should bring this guy with us.
Champion's like, this guy's cool.
This guy's cool. This guy's awesome. No, that I gave him. You know what?
He's got a sword.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Good. Now we're getting somewhere.
And he hears you say this. He's like, I got a lot of weapons down here. Most of them are rusted and old from old fighting, but I've practiced with a lot of weapons. But Starkvan here is the only one I really need. And he just like stares at it, and he's like, he looks at both of y'all, and he's like, y'all look like great warriors. Tell me, have y'all defeated any evil things and killed it along the way?
Debate. Some spiders. We're gonna go kill a dragon.
He just leans forward. He's like, you're gonna kill a dragon?
That's the plan. That bastard trapped us down here.
And he's like thanking his heavens and stuff, and he just comes back and he's like, that right there, that's a follower Cord.
I do my best every day.
And he just looks at the other two of y'all, and I'm gonna tell you, if you're knowledge of religion, you don't probably know this one, but you just know the general stuff. But he's like, I don't know if y'all know it. Cord is a great dragon slayer. Wears their hides on his belt, as gloves, as his shoes. Great dragon slayer. Best ever. This guy, he's gonna kill a dragon. He's gonna make Cord proud.
And I'm gonna do my best.
And you're gonna do it. You're not gonna do your best. You're gonna do it, and you know it.
I just feel really pumped up right now.
Oh yeah. He's like, come on, you need to get some practice in, don't you?
God, I would love to have anybody to spot. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say
come
that.
on, we're gonna go work out.
Yeah.
And he brings you outside to the shack, and there's a few things in it. There's like some older weapons that are like pinned to the wall and stuff There's also a target dummy that it's been beating the shit out of. Just like you can tell, there's a few other ones just laying in the corner that he just like practicing when he wants to fix that one. There's also a weight bench that just has a bunch of old weights on it, and he's like, "Yeah, let's go." He starts lifting weights. Give me a strength check.
All right. Oh, that's gonna be a 21.
All right, he throws a fucking just weight at you, like the plate. He just like discs it to you. You grab it before it hits you in the face, and that shit's fucking heavy. And it like you have to like struggle to hold it, and it just like lowers, but you can still hold it.
Man,
let me get.
Feels so good.
And he throws one at Champy, and Champy just fucking like tries to grab it, and then like it fucking falls on his back, and he's like, "What the fuck? Is it so heavy?"
Champy, not in front of our new friend. Come on.
It's so heavy. He just like throws it on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? Who throws that?
I mean, listen,
He looks at the small elf man. He's like, "Are you a big weightlifter?"
I'm like, don't.
He looks at
I lean in. I'm like, he couldn't even lift the bar.
And he's like, "Oh, that's so sad." He's like, "But at least you got a weapon. You good with that thing?" He points to the spike chain on your waist.
Not really.
Well, go on. Hit the target dummy over here. I want to see it.
Oh man. All right, fine.
Oh, God,
give me an attack
roll.
roll.
I just grimace because I'm like, God, he's gonna embarrass me in front of my new friend. This sucks.
All right, there we go. Oh wow, got a 25.
Nice. You whip. You do a little flick of your wrist, and the spike chain goes and hits it, and like smacks back with like a little reverb, and just smacks the shit out of the face. He's like, "Oh, that's good. I thought you didn't have any fight in you. I'll be honest. You look more like a bookman."
He definitely is.
Don't. Yeah. Your initial perception of me was correct.
No, you can use a weapon.
It's hit or miss sometimes. I'll be honest.
We'll just hit more.
He has been training under some good masters. I'll give him that.
Good. And he like sits down on the extra weight bench, and he just relaxing for a second.
I just start lifting the weights that he gave me.
Yeah. And he looks at Champy, and he just nestles. He calls Champy over, and he just talks to him for a second. And
well, they're talking. I like call Soul over, and I'm like, "What is your problem with this guy?"
Don't look.
I can't detect any evil.
All right, look. I know dwarves don't normally look like that.
Why are you? Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. It's a race thing again.
It's not.
Is he too dark, too light? What's the problem now? What, dark elves and light dwarves? That's the problem?
First of all, I just find it suspicious that there is a follower of your god. It just happened to be your god down here in this middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'm worried that this guy is like.
What, actually the dragon in disguise?
No, I'm worried he's a deep elf or a deep dwarf in disguise.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I wanted you to detect evil on him.
And I didn't detect anything.
Right?
In disguise.
But there's still something not normal about him. The eyes,
Yeah, he's been living down here killing evil stuff, probably, by himself. Every now and then he gets visitors, maybe other followers.
You said you detected evil on him. Did you detect taint as well?
I did not. I go, fine. You want me to fine. Whatever. If this will make you happy, I detect taint.
It's not.
Nothing.
I'm just.
You just gotta be less racist.
Cool.
Well, his sword is magic, so just be careful.
Okay, good for him. I'm glad he has a cool magic sword. I wish I had a cool magic sword.
I wish he did too.
calls you over, and he's like, "Hey guys, y'all should ask this dude some shit. He's got some fucking cool ass fights and shit."
I go up to him and I go, "Hey man, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Kind of, I guess, kind of personal."
Yeah.
Have you ever had any like dreams that like came true?
Came true. Oh,
Like
no, nothing I've had. I've heard of things like that before, but
like
not to
I
me.
keep having these weird dreams, and like I'll get these like flashes of like things that like we might run into or might happen, and then like eventually like we kind of run into the whatever it might be.
What was your last one then?
My last one was of meeting a
A warrior.
barbarian man
A
with a
warrior.
warrior with a great sword. And I kind of look at him, I'm like, oh shit,
He's like, oh, well, I'm a warrior.
huh. And then before that, there was a really pale elf, which I thought was my friend, but
Did you
he's
meet
not pale enough.
did you meet a pale elf?
No, we still haven't met the pale elf yet.
So you hear this.
Uh,
You never said he was pale. You just said he kidnapped you.
He did say albino, but he said it
I
in Elvish.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. No, I actually, actually, I saw the pale elf.
What? When the hell did you see the pale elf?
He was the guy that kidnapped me.
Oh,
I feel like that's something that should have came up.
yeah.
You
Like,
should have.
why would you? Yeah. I go, oh,
Well,
and then I got a cool dog, and I like summoned the dog.
Oh, can you summon it now?
Yeah, I summon it.
Uh, a portal opens and the dog just walks through. And he's like, "Oh, that's a pretty dog."
Yeah, I call him Ruff because that's what he said his name was. I think.
He just looks at it. He just roughs at him. He's like, "Oh, good name, solid." He's like, "Your elf friend seems uncomfortable by me. What's up with that?" Like
He's
on
just
edge.
worried that we've been down here a while. He thinks you might be secretly evil.
I'm not evil.
Um, well, that's what I told him. I said you're worrying about nothing. I think he spent too much time around the spider people, and then he got
wait,
kidnapped, and now he's
hold on.
just.
Are you saying this loud enough so that I
Yeah,
hear?
you're right
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm just talking to him.
What the fuck? What? I'm just like,
He's like,
I'm like,
is there anything I can help you feel more at ease then, son?
okay, look, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Since my friend was just very openly honest with you,
Yeah. Why not?
yeah, I thought you were a, I thought you were a Duergar.
No.
Okay, so
Why do you think that?
well because you don't. I will say I've never actually seen a dwarf, or I might have, but I don't. I have amnesia. Anyway, you don't look like a normal dwarf.
Oh, you
He's
mean
I
he just
lean and I
like
go.
pulls at his
He's
beard? You mean like this?
he's a little bit racist.
No, I understand. We accept all people here except evil ones. We would kill them.
See, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't hate people because they're evil. He hates people because of the color of their skin.
You
And I've
mean like
tried
my
telling him
beard?
that's wrong.
Yes, your beard
All right,
and
I'm
then the
gonna give you
eye.
some little knowledge also. Dark vision is black and white, uh, and he knows the color of his beard. And
Right.
he's like, "Oh yes, my red beard. I was blessed by Cord. If you didn't know, I'm sure your friend does. Cord has red hair. I was blessed as a child, and my parents. I was a very sickly baby, you see, and my parents took me to a priest, and when I came out, I was feeling better, and eventually my hair turned red.
Right. I did know that Cord had red hair. What about the your eye is like glowing almost. What is that?
Oh, this? It was surgically implanted. You see, and he like moves his eye patch over, and you see a normal dwarf eye. He's like, see this one, I can see in the dark, but sometimes you want to fight above land or in light, and it kind of becomes a hindrance. And he like moves his eye patch back over so you can see the cut on his eye again in his regular eye. And he's like, in this one, this is an aquatic elf eye. I can see in the dark and the light, and I can see
Oh,
very, very far. I've been training
you
for
gave
it.
yourself an elf eye?
Yeah.
How the heck did you do that?
We cut it out, and we cut my eye out, and then somebody else just had one.
Soul, give me your eyeball.
No,
You can have one of mine. That's fine. We can trade.
I don't want your eye.
Why do you got to make it weird?
He's like, well,
I'm
his
I'm
eye's not
I'm
as
willing.
anywhere near as good. Trust me.
I'm willing to get rid of one of your racist eyes, so maybe you can see things a little more clearly.
Soul, you know that since you know so much about elves, I'm not gonna make you a knowledge check. Aquatic elves see much, much further. Like they normally see 4 times as far as a human, where you can only see twice as far.
Wow.
And this
Okay.
guy has implied that he saw you a long ways away, and
Right.
you can ask about that if you'd like.
So, so you know where the aquatic elves are then?
I mean, I know there's some on the surface. I haven't seen them personally, but I know people who have known them. Well, I knew those people.
Wait, you haven't seen them personally. You just said that you've
Mm.
got one of their eyeballs.
Yeah, someone
You
else
don't
had
have to
their
see them
eyeballs.
to have its eyeball.
Yeah, someone else had
This,
their
this,
eyeball.
this guy, I swear.
You said that you go to the surface.
No, the other people have been to the surface. I have been there, but not very often. That's what this is for, in case I go up there. But I've been down here for, and he just kind of trails off. He's like, hundreds of years, over 100 years. I don't know. It's been quite a while. I'm kind of stuck in my ways down here now.
Why are you using the elf eye instead of your dark vision dwarf eye?
I get a lot more
Just
information with the torches. You see, my normal eye can only see.
black and white. Yeah.
Well, it
Okay.
can only see so far too. This thing, I could see. I've been using it a lot, and I got used to it for a long time. I can see about 240 feet.
Okay. Um. hmm.
Yeah, this guy's fucking.
I love this guy. This guy's awesome.
And he's like, I want to help my new friends. I like you guys. Do me a favor. I'd like to talk to each of you one on one.
Oh, great.
Who wants to go first?
I do.
All right, you stay here. Sit on the weight bench. You two just walk outside. The shack kind of has like a garage door kind of opening. You can just walk out and just be kind of out of earshot and still see him.
Okay.
Bartleby, he sits down and he looks at you and he's like, "Tell me, when you're fighting, what is the most important thing to you? How do you fight?"
I mean, to destroy my enemies with my sword as best I can to bring glory to Cord in my strength.
That's a good answer. I like that answer. And he comes over and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he like lowers his head and he tries to pull yours to lower it too. He's like, "Let's say a prayer to Cord." And he says, "Through honor in battle and through glory, we may die, but we're going to take a hell of a lot down with us."
Amen.
Amen. And you kind of feel something when he says this, as if it's like an aura of just righteousness or bravery or goodness. Anything that you can feel that's attuned to your God just passes into you. And then he claps his hands together and he's like, "Good prayer. Good huddle out there, son. You send in the next one."
God, I'm so scared what Champy's gonna say.
All right. Are you going to send in Champy next?
Yes, it's Champy next.
All right. So Champy goes in and they have their own little their own little talk.
While they're doing that, I'm like, Soul, don't be mean to this guy, okay? Don't be a dick.
I'm trying not to. I know you like him, but I'm still very apprehensive. This is all too coincidental for my liking.
Well, listen, if he's out there and he fucking stabs you or something while you're talking, then we'll deal with it. But right now, he's been nothing but polite and kind, and you know that I value those above all things, so just be nice.
Champy comes out and he's like, "Whoa, I feel like,
Feels good, right?
yeah, it's weird."
Yeah.
And he looks at Soul and he's like, "Your turn. Don't worry, we got your back, buddy."
All right, I go and speak with the dwarf then.
Yeah. And he says, "Hello. I don't feel like we've properly talked to each other enough. You're still on edge, it seems."
A little bit.
Well, tell me your name. You haven't even said that.
My name is Soul
I'm Davari.
Davari. Okay.
DVARG.
DV. All right.
And he's like, "All right. So, Mr. Chain, who seems uncomfortable with his chain for some reason, how do you fight? You don't feel like you're using that enough, is what it seems like."
I pull out my spell book.
He's like, oh,
And I
magic man's.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, have you you use them both together a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot, no.
And he just like kind of tilts his head. He's like, you know, the best way to fight is to use all of your strength, all of your resources together.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
He's like, have you? He's like, take your weapon in your hand, and he goes over and he's like finds a chain of his own that doesn't have spikes on it. And he's like, all right, get your chain.
Okay, all right, whatever. I take my chain.
And he's like, all right, I want you to envision the enemy over there. And he's like points the target on me, and he's like pulls the chain back, and he's like, I want you to focus all of your strength, focus all of what you want, and then I want you to stop. And then I want you to remember how it feels to cast your spells. I want you to think of all that magic, all that knowledge that you use. And I want you to channel it from your brain down into your arm. Then I want you to just unleash hell through it. I want you to just, as if you're casting the spell with your hand, just throw it at it. But then keep your weapon in your hand. That's very important. That's very important. And then just like throw the weapon, but don't throw the weapon. Throw the spell, but throw the spell through the weapon. Does that make sense, son?
Yes.
Okay. And he comes over to you, and he's like, all right, now, he just drops the chain. He's like, all right, put your hands together holding your weapon.
Okay.
And he like closes his hands around yours. And he's like, now let's say a prayer. He's like, dear Cord, bless this young man. May he find his way in the world, and may he never lose his way himself. May all his knowledge and all his life acclimate into one glorious being, and may he make his masters and himself proud and use all his skills. Amen.
Amen.
And as he says this, something almost magical feels something through you, as if he's casting a spell himself. And he hasn't, but it feels that way. And you feel something flowing from his hands into yours, and then into your weapon. Tell me, do you have magic missiles prepared?
Yeah.
All right. He's like, all right, now I'm going to ask you to do that thing again. I want you to channel some kind of damage spell. I'm sure you got one of those, right?
Hey, you say sure, but I only have one. All right.
All right. I want you to channel that through that weapon. I want you to feel it in your hand as if you're going to cast it, and then I want you to hit that target. I want you to take away one of your spell slots for your magic missile that you have prepared.
Okay.
All right. I want you to make an attack onto the target on me.
All right. All right. I got a 10.
All right. So you hit the target on me because
I got an 11. I'm sorry.
You hit the target on me because it's not moving.
Right.
And it expends your spell slot for magic missile. And you cast magic missile at full strength. Roll your damage. You cast it through your weapon.
Okay. Do I need to actually roll my damage?
Yeah, roll your damage. Might as well.
Okay. That's 11 damage from the missiles.
Congratulations. You have destroyed the dummy. Champy and Bartleby, you both see the dummy that Soul attacked just kind of explode from his chain hitting it. So this is you just saw yourself do this and felt actually the magic spell come out of your body and go through your weapon.
Oh, that felt weird. Wait, okay, so when he hold on, when he touched me and I felt the magic presence, is he casting a spell? Because I would be able to make a spellcraft check and know if he's casting a spell.
No, it feels like you've been blessed by something, but you wouldn't actually tell. You can't actually tell what it is. Some divine righteousness has just passed through you, it seems. In other words, he comes over to you and he says, "How did that feel?" Though.
Weird, but not necessarily bad. Yeah, very tingly.
Yes, he just like grabs your hand with the weapon and he's like, "I'm giving this to you because Cord gives it to you.
And why does Cord give it to me? I'm not
Because there's
I'm not like
nothing
them.
better than fighting for yourself, for your friends, and for what you believe. And this will help you become more honest with yourself and your masters.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations. In your feats, I need you to add channel weapon once a day.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
So he comes out and he looks at Bartleby and he's like, "I've had a great time, son. I told your friend, and I feel like I haven't talked to you. I told both your friends now, actually. You haven't said your name." He holds out his hand. Bartleby.
Sorry. I can't believe okay, that's my Bartleby Kilgore.
Sorry, I was playing a fart reverb. Having real fun with that. He's like, "And I'm Davari. I am a proud dwarf who has fought a long, very long life for Cord." And he like pulls his sword out of his sheath and he just sets it in the ground. And he's like, "And Stark Van here has made me very happy for a long life. And I need something from you.
Okay.
I feel like I don't have much longer. I've been down here quite a long life. And the worst thing that could happen to a warrior is to die a boring death. I want to fight you.
Oh no.
And I want you to take this sword if you can actually beat me."
Oh no.
Do I hear this, by the way?
Yeah, you can hear it if you like.
Oh.
I just get this look on my face like, oh.
But what? But we you could try.
I won't take no for an answer. He just stabs the sword in the ground.
Shit.
You will take care of my sword, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but you could come with us. You don't have to. We don't have to die
pulls his
here.
sword out of the ground. And he's like,
"Oh fuck!"
And he's like, "You will do me the honor of a fight, and
yes,
you
I
will try to
will.
win, or
I
you
will
die by my hands."
Okay.
And you both go to attack each other. He actually, you're allowed to not attack if you'd like. He's going to attack you.
No. This is what he wants, and I'm gonna give it to him.
Roll your attack.
Damn it. That would be a 19 plus 8.
Oh, that's a crit, dog.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So he goes to attack at you, and his sword like clashes with yours. And you can tell that his grasp on his weapon is weak. He doesn't let it go, but it falters a little bit. And you come and you come straight down with your sword to hit onto his weapon, but his weapon lowers. You don't have to roll damage. What happens is you cut straight into the side of his shoulders, into right above his shoulders, into part of his neck, and he's just staring at you. And as he feels the blood draining down him, and he's like, "You gotta kill me!" And he goes to attack at you again. What's your AC?
17.
Congratulations, you're about to take some damage.
Okay.
I'm just watching this whole thing, just like somewhat bewildered. Like, why the fuck are they doing this?
You take 18 damage.
Okay.
He just hits you in the fucking leg with the sword. Give me your next attack.
That'd be a 24.
You hit. I actually do want this damage.
That would be 13 damage.
All right. So after you pull your sword out of one side of his throat, you go for the other, and you cut deep, and he falls to his knees, and he's just gripping his sword, and he's like, ugh, and you just see the blood just pouring down him, and he just gets up, and he just like keeps the sword in his hand, he turns it to where the hilt's facing you, and he just punches you in the fucking stomach with it. And hold on, I gotta roll a d4. And you take 2 non-lethal.
Okay.
You get to roll another 2 attack. You don't have to roll damage on this one either.
Okay. Fuck. That's gonna be 19.
And that's a crit. So this one, you come back again from the original side, and you cut his head straight off. And it just rolls down at your feet.
Cool.
You have killed Davari. Congratulations.
Bartleby
his head just fell
Bartleby
off.
just like drops to his knees and like lets go of his sword.
I go over to Champion. I'm like, hey, he might need a minute alone. Let's.
He's like, you think we should go dig a hole?
Yeah, actually, let's go find a nice spot. Let's dig maybe a 6-foot deep hole.
Yeah. I mean, he's only 4.5 feet tall.
So y'all leave to go find a spot.
Yeah.
While they do that, I'm just going to dig a hole right here in his training ground.
All right.
Here he worships Cord, and here he shall lie with Cord.
All right. So that happens. They come back to you after like a few minutes to see you also digging a hole.
I'm just like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
I just don't say anything. I dig the hole. I lay him to rest.
We got the brain buried. It's right over there.
And and after all that, I take up his sword and sheath my sword and like cross his arms over his chest with my sword, and I take his sword instead, and I like just say a prayer to Cord.
All right. Add 1+1 keen sword to your inventory.
Oh my god! Let's go, dude.
Everything else about the sword's the same, it seems.
Okay.
As you actually pick up, so let's say you bury him and put your sword in his hands, and then you pick up his sword. You feel something immediately from the sword. It feels like sorrow. I need you to roll me a d20 immediately.
Okay. That's gonna be a 16, I guess, flat.
16 plus 10. Congratulations. You feel an emotion pouring out of the sword almost into you, as if it's honor and sadness and despair all combined. And it matches exactly how you feel missing this new friend immediately.
Yeah.
This sword that you're holding feels like it must have been super connected to the guy, and you feel connected to it in turn. I need you to add a feat to your feats.
Okay.
You have now got weapon familiar.
Interesting.
Nice.
You don't know what it is. You can't identify how you're feeling right now, but that's what you have. I'm not gonna let you ask what it is either, and we're just gonna reveal it.
That's fine. I'm just gonna sit here. I assume Ruff is still somewhere around, so I just like sit here, call Ruff over, and I just like pet him and just sit in silence.
Yep. There you go. So there you go. So everybody got something. Very good. Champy's like, I told you he wasn't evil.
Yeah, okay. I guess I was wrong.
And that's where we're going to end it today. Very good.
Nice.
Very good. See, everybody gets their own little thing.
That caused me.
Can I channel any spell through my weapon?
What'd you say?
Can I channel any spell through my weapon?
Yeah, it's channel spell defeat, as if one of those other prestige classes has it. I can probably find it. Hold on. I'll read exactly how it works out for you.
Okay.
There's a couple classes that have it. I might have to find it. Hello, internet.
Is it like spell swords, like Incomplete Mage?
Yeah, they're allowed like 3 a day on one of their things.
They get more as like they level up.
Yeah, you get one channel. It's like that. You can cast it, and instead of whatever the original target is, you can just single target it for the end of your weapon.
Yeah.
It's that
Okay.
exact thing.
All right. I'll find it in the
Alright.
book of history.
We're gonna.
I had a character in a campaign one time that was a spell sword, so
Yeah.
I know a little bit about how it works.
Let me go ahead to the end. That's very good. Very good. Sorry for your loss.